Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't love. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse.
Hey everybody, it is Monday evening, 6 p.m. Pacific, which means that we have arrived at Masters of the Metaverse.
Masters of the Metaverse.
Meta Monday. Welcome, it is so good to have you guys here. We are very excited for this evening. We have returned some familiar faces who had to step away for a bit, and very happy to have them back. And we did, someone couldn't make it this week, and that's okay. But we think we'll be able to muddle through and make it all work. How are you guys all doing?
Great. We're done with our song, so
I love that.
Song is over.
It was everything I hoped it would be. I am so
I got a quick question. What the hell is he doing here?
Yeah, why is there a Chibi-chan at my table?
I don't know. There was a wild Chibi-chan sighting this weekend.
You know how I feel about those.
I know. Well, we put you at the other table.
I will kill it for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, I can throw things at it from here if necessary.
It's true. You've got the skills. You have to make the check, but you got the skills.
Reveal!
Welcome back, Mr. Kelly.
Yeah. Ohio anymore. Yay.
Yes.
Kelly, Indiana.
Welcome back to the coast, my friend.
Oh, your guy, your magnet.
Oh, that part.
Get your magnet up.
Yeah.
We are very happy to have Kelly back for the first time since the announcement came out about him GMing season 3 of DFA. Which we're all really excited about.
I'm super excited about it.
That should be friggin' fun. I'm pumped.
I've heard half of conversations on the phone, and they sound great. So you guys should be really excited.
I've heard the other half of some of those conversations.
If Sarah and I talk to each other, we would
might
know the whole
everything.
story.
It's true. No, it's going to be really solid.
But we just had to practice for our song, like over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
no, you guys did
No
great.
time to
It's
talk.
fantastic.
Wonderful.
If you didn't know, Fractal I had asked for a swing type song and had said MMOs were a passion, and so that was MMOs plus.
I'm an MMO player and fractalize my call sign.
Exactly. I'm an
So
MMO player,
Chris
Fractal
wrote it
my call
and then was
sign.
like, "Girls, you can do this, right?" And we were like, "No problem."
See, I would have just said no. No, I can't.
Turned out real well.
It's beyond my ability.
No, you did fantastically well. It's
Turns
great.
out.
I'm pouring dice apparently. Hi, I forgot to do that one part of prep. I did all this other prep. I didn't do that part.
Okay, do the talking. I can do your dice if
Something
you
about
want.
that music that's making me think like Stranger Things coupled with Twin Peaks.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Makes
Focus.
me want to start framing my face with my hands.
Yeah. There's like waterfalls in slow motion.
Focus.
And I'm back. Sorry. Thank you, Ed. I did eat this week. I
Well
ate
done.
before I got here. I ate again when I got here.
I saw protein in the mix
Yeah,
as
so
well.
the only concern now is if I made myself sick from eating too much.
Hope's not.
We'll see how it goes. We do have some announcements to make tonight. So a few things to pass on. The store is live at metaverse.straylogic.com. If you love this, share this with other people who might love it too. I didn't put that down, but I'm glad that Emily did. That's a great point to bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here every week. This has been a very fun show to do. Continues to be a fun show to do. And for folks who find it confusing, that's okay. We do too.
Yeah.
We're playing.
We just lean into it.
And you just lean into the confusion and enjoy the ride.
It all ends up making sense.
I was so waiting for Christian to make a joke there about
No, low-hanging fruit. Not going there today.
phrasing.
That's my job.
That's why Kelly's back.
Short arms.
So now my OCD is showing up, and I have to arrange my die by color.
Christopher.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
Focus.
You can't stop me. It has to be
Do
done.
you want me to do the announcement
No,
so that
I'm
you
good.
can keep doing that?
No, it's okay.
Because I could like carry on where you
It's
are.
like when you eat
slacking.
Skittles, you have to arrange them by
No,
color.
you
first.
don't.
No, you don't. Nobody
You just
does
eat
that.
them.
No, you do. There's a
No.
You mean you just take out the red ones and only
No,
eat
it's
those
yellow,
and then
green,
give them
orange,
all away?
purple, red. That's
No.
been the
You
order
throw the green
for-
ones away if they're apple and keep them if they're lime.
I'm still bitter about that. I'm glad lime's coming back.
I thought Mythbusters proved that they're all the same flavor.
No, that was...
Teacher Sarah's going to come out in a minute and start people.
Masters of the Metaverse, Monday nights at 6 p.m. Yeah. So the hyperdrive's coming up. Did you guys know that? Next week?
Yeah.
We're having our next
Hyperdrive.
hyperdrive this Saturday, July 29th. There's going to be improvisation.
What is that?
We suck at that.
I don't know. It involves making stuff up as you go along.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no,
There's
we do
going
that a
to
lot.
be a Scooby-Doo RPG.
That sounds spooky.
I know, they got some schmuck to run it.
Is it gonna not have Scrappy do
That
it?
should be fun.
No Scrappy Doo.
There's no spoilers.
Scrappy-Doo just deserves a
No
Magnum.
spoilers at all. We'll see where it goes. There's going to be the Roll for Shoes RPG. Is that actually, that's a game?
It's like all out of bubblegum.
Oh, like a lot of bubblegum. Okay. Okay, I thought it was like
I don't know.
I thought it was like a sad commentary about like the streets of Seattle and rolling for shoes.
And how we don't have shoes?
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not
there's going to be a Buffy RPG. Oh, there's no Buffy RPG.
What?
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Is it here?
There isn't one. There isn't one. There isn't. There is one.
Is it here?
There's not one happening. No.
Man,
Except
I
for
wanna-
the one happening in LA.
I want
But
to get
other than
drunk
that-
and watch Sarah watch it.
They're just be like, where's freaking James Marsters? Why does he not have his shirt off? Come on!
Frickin' Sarah watching Buffy, that is its own adventure,
Yeah.
I will confess. There's going to be a Space Jam script
What?
reading.
See, I'm all excited
now I'm
about Buffy.
bitter.
Any of you know Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Like personal?
Call him. Tell him to come.
Sweetheart, if I knew Bill Murray, I would not be
actor?
here
I'm
right
not
now.
allowed to be within 250 feet of him.
I think, if I remember correctly, he still just has that one phone number you're supposed to call, leave the message on his answering machine. He might show up if you leave a message, you know.
What?
How do we
call
call him
him
a message?
He has no agent.
Oh.
People leave him messages. Sometimes he responds, sometimes he doesn't.
That's hilarious.
The actor or directors don't always know if he's actually going to be on set unless he shows up.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
That's
To
one word you could
be
use.
Bill Murray.
And another installment of our comedy sketch show, Hyper Sketch, hosted by Emma Fife,
Nice.
which is not Emma Fifi, even though it kind of looks like that if you cross your eyes. There is a special bonus episode of Indomitable tonight, featuring Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Are they going to be there playing it?
Yes, the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be
I
there.
knew it. I knew they were real.
LA's getting all the fun this week. It's just not, you know. And then there's the Vanquish fan art contest for your chance to be published in Valiant Comics.
Which is dope.
Yes, there is only one Fifi, KF Josie. You're right.
I know,
Fifi,
and I named her.
Yes, Fifi the, I was about to say magnificent, but the often crabby.
The crazy.
Fifi the often crabby. Wow.
That's cool. I think I'm done on the show, so I
Fifi
can
the
say what
murderess.
now.
Fifi the murderess.
Oh, so, and I told you I brought out the grenade on Friday. I was so happy about that. So anyway, so that's just some announcements and stuff going on. And
What the hell is this show about?
Gaica. We have Metaverse here, so that's fun. Oh, we should talk about the show and how it works.
Yeah, what the hell is this thing? What are we doing
Okay,
here?
so this show is crazy mashup, sci-fi-ish kind of fun show where we take the tri-stat system, where the goal is to roll low, and the better you succeed, the more effective your maneuver is going to be. And each one of these fine folks here, who we will introduce you to in just a second, they are playing 2 characters. That's how we budget this show. Is we get twice the bang for the buck.
And we do twice as much work for the same amount of money.
It's true. And every time we add a new cast
like we're
member, it's
in
like,
it.
damn it, that's 2 more characters to build. It's true. But the way this show works is that the folks here are portraying meta pilots who, through a bunch of technobabble, fly through space and time into other realities where they take over the bodies of avatars, and they are able to access the abilities and stuff and whatnot in both worlds.
They're just Vanna Whiting the shit out of you
I
over
know
there.
they are. And depending on where they are on these sliders in front of them determines, you can kind of see the sliders. Yeah, you can
Sometimes
see
they
them.
get knocked
determines
off.
how powerful they are in either of the abilities. And you, chat, the computerized hyperreality amplifier and transformer, you have the ability to decide how powerful they're going to be. You can buff them, you can troll them, you can do all the fun things that were in the intro song. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them a buff.
As Captain Planet would say, the power is yours.
The power is yours. And we appreciate it. We appreciate you. You guys are awesome.
Chad! I never got to do that.
That's true.
You
We'll have to
did.
come
You
up
were a
with
space princess for like a minute.
We'll come up with an
You were.
alternative space princess world.
Yeah, no,
in which
that's what
I
we're
will
doing. We're
GM.
doing a superhero
You can
world
have
where
it.
you're a superhero, and we're doing a space princess
do it.
world where I get to be a space princess.
Well, and if you didn't know, I don't think we've told you guys this yet, chat, but so several of us will be out in Indianapolis for Gen Con in the middle of
Middle of
August. That's the name of the month.
Yes.
And so in preparation for that, we're going to keep the show going, even though some of us won't be here every Monday. And what we're actually going to do is pretty fun. We're going to have Mr. Kelly is going to GM 2 episodes.
Do I get paid more for that?
Yes.
I wasn't going to tell him. Why'd you tell him?
I'm down. Let's do this.
Because rent is due and he's my roommate.
And that's true. Sarah and I will still be around for the first one, and then Sarah, myself, Maggie, and Christian will be in Indianapolis for the next one. But they're going to do some fun simulator challenges where the idea is to basically take characters from all of these crazy metaverses we've been experiencing so far and throw them into one encounter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, finally
I love
Space
it.
Princess Burger Town and Richard Gatling could be in the same fight.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Which really means that if this is going to get crazy, it is all on you.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
I'm
Yeah,
glad-
because you're known for your tame adventuring style.
I guess I'm glad that I'm not going to Gen Con.
Because now you can be like
Yeah.
anything.
No, yeah, I was really excited about it the whole time.
That's super awesome.
No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it.
All right.
And we're gonna be in Indianapolis actually watching instead of having fun at the con because we can't,
I'm gonna tune in that Monday night as soon as
Yeah,
we
we
get
can't,
off the,
can't not
plane.
watch. That's the
As soon as we
problem.
get off the plane, I want to see what's going on.
We'll be in chat.
What are they doing with our baby?
So this show is also a collaboration.
Eating the baby. Ew.
We have snazzy new promo graphics for the cast. I didn't know that.
We do?
You do?
I don't know. It's what Commander Dunsel just said.
I want them more
It might be in
graphics.
the intro when we change the. I don't know. I'll
I
find
want
out.
to see them.
I want to see the thing.
How do we not know these things?
I know, right? How do things
Are they using my image without my
So this
permission?
show, if you
Yes.
weren't aware, is also a collaboration between Hyper RPG and Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. And so the fine folks, the fine Patreon backers of
Yes.
Zombie Orpheus Entertainment have been helping out with buffs and such regularly through their Patreon page.
Thank you,
and I will
Patreon.
confess, I did not remember to throw out the thing this week.
But I thought you said that we were doing it per thing,
well,
so it's the same as
technically
it
we
was.
changed cast again, so I should have put it up.
Okay. Just give.
Just so everyone's on the same page, I was asked not to send quite as many email out as I had been in relation to buffs and Patreon updates and stuff, because I was sending many a week. And so I've been trying to figure out how to reel that back a bit and still do everything. So I dropped the ball on that one. So I'm just going to arbitrarily give you numbers.
Yay!
Each one of you can have a plus. That's a technical term. You can have a +4 that you can use.
Okay.
And you will get 20 points of armor.
Woo!
There you go.
Thank you.
See how fast that worked.
Nice. Thank you, Patreon.
Slash
Yes.
Chris.
If indeed it really was you.
It will be next week. It will be next week.
If that is
I'll take
your
care of
real
that.
name.
It's Pat Rion.
You know, I'm torn. I
Yes.
saw one of the options that just showed up in a poll. They just started their weekly poll on how many times I'll break, and
Oh.
I want to know who's going to break you first.
I really do someday want to make an entire show without breaking at the same
I
time.
think
don't know that it would
Vansel
be as
can
much
do it
fun.
even not on screen.
Do it.
I'm not sure it would be as much fun if I didn't break sometimes. You
Yeah.
know, that's my concern. I break for you.
Well, I already have a goal, so
Get it? That's
we
like a
gonna
bumper
play?
sticker. Sorry, Sarah. That should
Sarah is on point
Keeping you
today.
on task.
that should be the next poll. It's how
And
many
did you get
times
the
will
dishes
Sarah
done
regret
before you left the
Sarah?
house?
Yeah.
We did a joint effort on the dishes. I did some.
Oh
and
man,
then
yeah.
you did
I
some.
think a joint usually makes your dishes go faster for me too.
Makes it easier.
So what happened last time on Masters of the Metaverse? Who can recall?
Oh,
I was a god.
Just kidding.
We once were small, but now we're big.
yeah.
People
That's your
worshipped me.
synopsis.
Help me.
No, we started off. We started off having been shrunk by
Yes.
chat.
Yes.
Yes,
To the size of flea legs,
correct.
and we fought insects and nanobots and a vacuum cleaner.
Bubblegum.
but
Yep.
some of the nano wasps.
Yeah, there was this that
There was the
happened.
bubblegum parachute flex dab vape, which happened and won the
Nice.
day.
That's a really nice quality tank top.
It is. I like that.
Yeah, I did a stupid voice for about 10 minutes.
And
Can
it
you
was
give me
awesome.
the voice again? I'd like to
I
hear it.
can't. No, my voice has been completely destroyed. I'll never be
But
able
he's
to do
taking
it
off his
again.
clothes right now.
But yeah, we're all
There you go.
rocking the Just For You wear this week.
Just for you with the concert tour on the back.
Yeah.
Just for you.
And our new hit single, Bubblegum Parachute Flex Dab Vape, is in the works. And you'll all be taking part in some special way.
Isn't it nice how they
I
just
look
keep
forward to that.
volunteering us for various
I'm used to it.
So yeah,
Yeah, and
if you don't
then-
recall, chat, they were shrunk down to the size of itty bitty. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. I was saying, then we went back to Crash's apartment.
Correct.
And Blue Streak showed up, and we were like, oh, we thought that Migraine might be behind the murders. Did he fake his suicide?
Yeah.
And then Blue Streak was like, peace out, bitches. I can say that, yeah. Bitches! And then ran away, but Blue Streak was around the corner, and Nick did his mind jump that's totally broken. And Blue Streak was a mess inside, and Migraine wasn't there.
Yes, Dr. Migraine, you figured out that he was, by using your powers in a very combined, effective way, actually, you were able to determine that Dr. Migraine seems to be the mastermind behind all the murders that have been taking place in Sentinel City.
Oh, murder.
You mean it wasn't Johnny Legion?
So one of the only friends I have turned out to be a mass murderer, and one of the only other friends I have got mind taken by them.
Yeah.
And now is basically a vegetable.
Yes, but you did have a discussion at the end of last week about the possibility of seeking out help from someone who might be able to help Blue Streak reform herself.
Your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, she doesn't like to be called that, but yeah.
Because she's ashamed of having dated you?
Probably.
Okay. Just checking.
And I think that's where we should start off, is you... an hour or so has passed since you found Blue Streak on the street.
Okay.
You bring her back to, I was about to say crashes, to Kid Titan's apartment/office. On the way back, Nick indicates that he needs to head back.
Why?
He doesn't really give a reason.
Okay, he's just tired of being in...
Yeah, he really did not enjoy being in Johnny Legion.
Yeah.
And has discovered that's not a character he really wants to portray. And so he leaps back into his own metapod, and Johnny Legion, now just being Johnny Legion, is...
Still just as douchey as ever.
Still just as douchey as ever. He actually is going to hang out with you guys because he figures he's safer with where you are.
That makes sense.
And that also gives me an out/in if Vansel comes back next week. So
It makes sense. We are the safest place to be.
Am I there too? Am I there too?
You helped revive us
You
to
were
our
there the whole
normal
time.
size.
I helped revive you. Normal size.
Yep. Yes, Lady Vale and Riptide, though oddly quiet, were present for much of the last episode.
You were still
Some
big
of
when
it.
we were small, and you
Right.
We were busy.
embiggened us.
You guys worked with Professor McFidget to
We had other things
re-embiggen
to do.
everyone else.
Professor McFidget.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
When chat makes an NPC, I like to
Sure.
bring him back.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, you really
nanowasps, the nanowasps who were worshiping me are now in my pinky toe.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
right.
Right there.
Is that their new enclave thing?
Yeah, we
so
found
did
a whole
Ron Kitty.
civilization of them.
We
It's
didn't.
gonna get a little weird, maybe.
So
Yeah.
what happens when you swarm?
We haven't done that yet.
Well,
Hopefully they reconstitute
so
and come
just
back
going
to
to
my
be
pinky
this
toe.
big, like, toenail flying around with
No, they would also swarm.
help you out.
Yes, but we're trying to integrate them into my being a little at a time, since they were their own being, sort of, for a while.
I guess we'll see
How they do.
how they do.
See how
I like how
they do.
animated she becomes as soon as you give her a scarf.
Yeah,
Good
she's like, she didn't have one and she was feeling, I could tell.
We'll
so.
see how they do.
No, she's got her tentacles. She's all good.
She's all good. Raps a go-go.
Raps for days.
For days.
That's my
So
tagline.
you're hanging out in Crash's, I keep saying Crash, Kid Titan's office. And the TV
floor
is
fixed?
on the side. You've just had it as kind of background noise.
Yeah,
for
we
some
use
of
it
your
there to move the
conversation.
plot forward sometimes.
Is quite handy that way. And a commercial kicks on. And there's some flashy graphics and whatnot, and the American Sentinel logo is flashing across, and all that sort of thing. And
I still think we could have won that show.
and
this shirt,
Brian, not Ryan, but Brian Seacrest, comes on with his award-winning smile and his dazzling persona.
Wait,
And,
what award did that win exactly?
There actually is a best smile
Smile
award
Award.
in Sentinel City.
I smile.
The subcategories, he won it for douchery. And
I think Bombshell should have won. She's always grinning like an idiot.
that was a different category.
Okay.
That was for just being amazing.
Robot.
Smooth.
Thank you.
Smooth.
Thank you. 15 years, man. That's how this works. And the commercial kicks on, and Brian Seacrest is there in all of his loveliness, and he, he looks out to all of you in TV land. He says, "Wonderful news, folks. Well, I'm sure that some of you have heard that American Sentinel has been canceled for this season due to the unfortunate pattern of murders that were taking place involving some of our contestants. We've been renewed for next season. Thanks to the beneficent," and he's actually stumbling over the word as well. Benevolent. Thanks to the funding brought in by our new sponsor, Sapphire, for all your needs.
Yay!
Sapphire, with your line of cleaning supplies, yoga mats, bottled water, energy drinks, organic shade-grown coffee.
I moved to vomit a little bit.
Is it fair trade?
It is fair trade.
Okay.
Not feeling good about
and
this.
he just keeps listing off all of these different things that Sapphire sponsors. There's an orphanage.
So these all used to be your company?
Yeah, the orphanage.
You have a gluten-free meat company?
Sure, who doesn't?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's an orphanage
meat
for
gluten-free
children without
already?
parents. There's a home for parents without children.
I believe it's
That
when the
one's
meat
sad, too.
only eats gluten-free, and then
Cat laser pointers. Sorry.
Yeah, they have their own cat laser pointer.
My 5-year-old niece won Shark Kill the Hellhound her first time role-playing today, so I'll
Nice.
Nice.
hashtag meta point to celebrate.
Hey, thank you.
Stop. You don't want those hellhounds coming to prom. They'll
No,
mess
you
stuff
can't.
up.
Yeah.
They messed
One shining
up.
a hellhound means that on their way to be a mighty, mighty warrior.
And,
love it.
and Lady Vale, you're so disgusted by the TV that you go over to the window to get some fresh air, and you see that across the street a very large billboard is being erected right there.
No.
And on this billboard, in full color, the billboard equivalent of 4K is this just fantastic image of Sapphire looking just gorgeous.
What does she look like, though?
What does she look like?
Yeah, does she look like...
She's got blue hair and black streaks and...
The quality control, you'll find that the reviews will start to roll in, and the products will be subpar, and they'll lament to the days of the aquamarine products for the lack of
You say this to the billboard? 'Cause it doesn't,
Yes,
I'll
I'm
show you,
speaking to the
billboard.
billboard.
The tactless 12-year-old will come up behind her. She's so pretty.
Yes, child.
Yeah, like her products are also the best.
If you would
That's
like,
what you think.
if you would like, I could send some of my nano-wops, not the ones that were formerly in the colony that is now my pinky toe, but some other ones I could send to some of your products and some of her products and do an impartial test for you so you could see which one is truly better.
Or we could do that right here,
Could you-
right now.
Actually, a taste test sounds great.
Okay.
But could you actually send your nano wasps to destroy that billboard?
I'm happy to.
Vandalism is a crime.
Yeah, that's a crime.
Right, crimes. We're crime fighters.
But didn't Sapphire steal from Aquamarine?
She stole so bad.
No, Aquamarine stopped showing up for work, so they gave the company to someone bigger and better.
She was kidnapped.
I mean, they gave this company to someone who just looked like you.
that's
This is
it.
fantastic.
I mean,
Meanwhile,
it's fantastic.
my oldest friend is lying here as a vegetable.
We should take care
Yeah,
of
Blue
that
Streak is
first.
just sitting in a chair.
Don't
She's
control
rocking
me.
a little
On
bit.
herself. Just because her mind has been shattered into 1,000 pieces.
What can
so
we
what's
do
your
about that?
shampoo like?
All feeling our subjective pains right now, okay?
smells.
Yeah, mine's right over there.
It smells like rainbows. Smell Harvey. I watched him in it.
Nope.
Don't worry.
Smells like
The truth will out.
rainbows.
I agree with Kid Titan. I think we should focus our efforts on the
What?
sad woman in the corner.
He's got to text his blah blah blah.
Yeah, no, I sent that text 10 minutes ago.
We're texting an ex-girlfriend?
We
Did
are.
she text you back?
She has not responded.
Should we just? Should we show up unannounced?
Can I scan her computer? Like, can I go in through his phone and scan it for, like, her Facebook page and see all the things that she's like? And then report that to the group?
Well, I mean, do you say that you're considering it?
Yes?
Because Crash would be able, excuse me, keep saying Crash, Kid would tell you that she's off grid.
Oh, she does not even have a Facebook?
No social media of any kind.
But she's got a cell phone.
She has a cell phone.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
She probably keeps the battery out of it.
There are some things ordinary seduction and hashtag MetaPoint can buy. For everything else, there's hashtag Aquabump.
Yay!
Can't go wrong with an aquamarine buff.
I love
Well
it.
played, chat.
Thank you.
We'll use it.
So why don't we just go to her house?
Do you still know where she lives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just go.
Doesn't really like uninvited guests, but
Too bad. The state of the world is at stake.
yeah, I suppose it is.
I could send a nanowasp to her and
No,
stick it in her ear
no,
and be like, hello,
no.
we're coming.
It's not a good idea.
Okay.
Would she like flowers?
No.
Candy?
No.
Frogs?
Let's just be matter of fact and honest.
An apology?
That sounds great. I like matter of fact and honest.
Yeah, why did you guys break up?
Playing the odds there, Riptide? Is that?
I'm just, usually an apology is a good place to start.
Yeah, what happened? You want to tell us?
We're still friends. We talk pretty regularly. Not since the show started, but
So why'd you break up?
lots of reasons. It's complicated.
We have time.
Okay, she's the most powerful telepath in the world next to her father, and I have a dirty mind.
Oh. That seems slightly unreasonable on her part. It's not like you could help it.
It's not like she could help it.
Oh.
Okay.
Romance.
What was the salt
I don't
and
get it.
gin?
Don't say it. He said he had his dirty mind. I'm 12.
Yeah.
Wait, if that's the case, then doesn't she probably already know that we're coming? Or when we get close, she'll know we're coming?
That would be normal. Yeah.
If you sent her a text message, could she have read your mind from where she is?
She could have if I opened it up to her.
You know how to close it?
Yeah.
Teach us your ways.
Is mine open right now?
Yeah.
Or is mine closed because I am a robot?
I don't know.
I don't either.
You got a picture of her?
Yes. Fine.
She is well proportioned.
I don't know how to close my mind off to her, but I hope she's not reading it right now.
She can hear you. You're talking about her.
She hates this right now.
I'm gonna hit Riptide very hard.
What better way to say I miss you, your awkward ex-girlfriend than showing up at her doorstep with a group of strangers, a 900-pound bunny,
Invisible.
and a woman whose mind was shattered by her dad. Just in case, take a hashtag JackSunbuff.
Thank you, Chad.
That's a very useful thing.
In no way, shape, or form would that be an awkward introduction.
Oh, this is fine.
These are my friends. This is this woman. She's messed up. Can you help?
So you've decided that you're going to go out and try to find her?
Well, she hasn't texted back, right?
No.
But she knows that we're talking about her.
Wait, have you called her?
No, I haven't done that yet. I was going to give her a little bit to text back, but if we've waited more than 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to
Yeah, it's been a good.
I'm going to give her the old mental shout and see if I can hear anything.
Yep.
Whoa, she.
Hash Bowie for life, speedy dancing.
Yes, we
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm ready. I am ready.
How's
Emily,
it
come out
going?
here.
Wig.
How's it going? It goes bubblegum.
Bubblegum, parachute, flex, dab, vape.
Yeah. Parachute, flex, dab, back.
That's why you got to be contained.
Nothing can contain this, Sarah.
Ah, it's true.
Sorry, Nolan.
By the way, have a waffle for you at the end of the song. Right to the show.
Break it down, Chris.
Get Emily. Yeah, girl. Oh, I love it. Keep going. Yes, more.
yes, more.
The sad thing, Chad, is you never get to see the awesome footwork that we do. Like, everyone down
We have
here, their legs,
we have
it's
synchronized
like-
footwork, and
it's
the
like river
microphones
dance
aren't on the
down
floor,
there.
so you
It's
can't hear the
amazing.
tapping we do.
It's like Lord of the Dance coupled with
Lord of
Lord
the
of the
Flies.
Yeah.
yeah, it's insane. I wish
But that's
you could
because of
see
the
it.
dead pig on the floor.
It's true.
I hated that book.
Wasn't supposed to mention the pig. I'm sorry.
Hate that book.
No pig.
Pig.
It's our dinner.
So
We're going to go see
no, he's
an
gonna call her
ex-girlfriend.
first. He's gonna call her first.
that's right. Here we go.
But he did mental shout.
More calling Orson. Come in, Orson.
She ignores you.
Damn it.
Okay, that's just rude.
Maybe you should mention her dad.
Yeah, does she know what her dad did?
Well, she knows she died. I don't know if she could be in on it for all I know. She probably heard that too. You know what? Let's just go over.
That's a great idea. I like it.
Coming over, weird girl.
Don't call her that. Her name is Molly. You can't call her that. She's not any weirder than you. You're a fairy princess from a magical world.
Tell me what is weird about being a fairy princess from a magical world.
You were raised by an evil necromancer that has his own cooking show.
It's not that weird.
That.
I feel like it's every little girl's dream.
It probably is.
It is. Yes.
Welcome back, Kelly. This hashtag is yours to do with as you will at the time of your choosing. Sure chat will appreciate if somehow you break Krista the actual stability. Thanks in advance.
Ooh, a Kelly-specific hack attack.
Ooh, that was almost one, Arslan. That was.
But Kelly just gets to do anything.
I've always wanted to say this. I've always wanted to say this. I would like to take this opportunity to say, challenge accepted.
Oh,
That's adorable.
Oh, it's evil, but I love it.
I'm scared that you gave Kelly that much power.
It's like a test run for GMing.
Did you just hear that laugh?
Yeah.
So Molly has not responded to the phone call or the text. She's not. Did you try the phone?
Yeah, I tried the phone first.
Yeah.
We are heading over.
Okay. So Molly lives in a cabin.
I would like to be in swarm form.
Molly.
We're going to test out the new colonizers? Colonists. We're going to
Did you guys take a look at what you have going on here?
Yes.
We'll get back to. I'm going to talk now that Zach is back from Comic-Con. I'm going to talk to him about pre-purchasable stuff, but we're just going to use it this week.
Okay.
So if you didn't know, and if you didn't know, chat, you're going to hear it as I tell them. Aquamarine, you're basic right now.
Basic.
You're attacking. What?
You basic.
Basic.
Yeah, you're base. You a basic.
I'm basic.
That's a thing.
Catch me outside. How about
Really?
that? Yeah, you basic.
You're basic. Yeah.
Have you seen?
It kind of took the place of like.
He tried to say hip in his service yesterday. It was terrible.
Hip is a word. It's not a hip word, but
Even the old people were like, mm-mm.
no. Bookworm, you gain a +5 bonus to all skill checks involving research.
Ooh, nice.
Thanks to your
Awesome.
Ricci background. Also, you have, if we get to 750 in the store, you will have a use of a time bubble. So you will be able to press pause on a target and encapsulate them in time and temporarily remove them from the field of play. Crash.
I love it.
You have hacked into the same stuff that Thomas had.
Ooh.
Which is why that
Read
part's
the
a little off
DMG?
there. Yes, so read the DMG so you are aware of a target's current hit points.
Nice.
And you also have the hack attack hack where you can blow the remaining meta points to narrate what happens for people's characters that round. Jebediah.
So if we get a big pool of meta points, watch out.
Yes. Hacking into Appleseed.
Hashtag Jebediah, because I hope that when Kelly finally unleashes his hack attack, he does it in the style of that great American hero, Johnny Appleseed.
Oh, let's just see what happens.
Did you bring the ball?
Speaking of which, you're hacking into Appleseed is who you're drawing from this week. And so your basic is Arbor Day. In the presence of plant life, you gain fast healing 10 per round.
Sweet.
Nice.
Your boosted is Going Commando, aka Britchin.
What does that do exactly?
I'll read you the description. Jebediah drops Trow, then flings his pants at an opponent, completely distracting them. In other words, they lose their next action.
You know, that would be distracting.
Jenica, you have tapped into Eliana. You've got photosynthesis, which means that you can automatically stabilize anyone to 0, or actually to 1 hit point, I should say.
Good.
So that they are alive and all that.
Unkill them.
And your boosted Sparkle Bomb, you can heal the whole party back to full health.
Nice.
Bam!
Nyx doesn't matter right here because he's not here. Rosie, new thing for you, getting stuff from Annie.
Oh, yay!
So your basic is Jill of all trades. Given Annie's amazing ability to be awesome at everything in her own mind, you gain a +5 bonus to all skill checks not listed on either of your character sheets.
Yes!
On all skill.
Either of them.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay. And then you still have your called shot. You can auto call the hit location with your boosted ability.
Very cool.
So those are coming along.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going.
Yeah, so you were heading out, gonna go to Molly's house. Molly's house is, Sentinel City is a very large and urban sprawl place. I talk sometimes. Sometimes I get paid to talk. Sometimes I do it well. That was not one of them right there. Sentinel City is a very sprawling metropolis. Not that metropolis, because that's copyrighted. Sentinel City is a large, I'm entertaining myself now and giving Sarah, she's getting so annoyed, it's great. I want to see if I can get it up to one more time.
I don't know if you can see it here, but somehow she
because
has
the couch is super
bottom
comfortable
lip
to sleep on.
and her
We just got a new couch.
both between her
yes.
chest.
All right.
What?
New couch?
So Sentinel
hasn't
City
tried
is
it
a
yet.
sprawling metropolis with sections that would be more urbanized and skyscrapery and all that stuff that you picture, but it also has its more suburban sections and even some areas that might be described as semi-rural. And Molly has managed to carve out a spot for her on a lake on the outskirts of the borders of Sentinel City where she has the entire area to herself. There are no other homes on this small lake, just her cabin, where she lives alone in a kind of a basic A-frame setup. Not very assuming. I guess you would say it's unassuming from the outside.
Sounds really nice.
So do you drive out there? You fly out there? You catch a bus?
Call a cab.
Call a cab?
Uber,
Lyft? Yeah.
Yeah, the town car one though, because there's a lot of
Kid
us.
Titan can lift. So that's actually how Lyft functions in Sentinel City.
I go up to a car, I pick it up, I'm like, where do you want to go? And then I throw it to its destination.
It does not sound safe.
Because the odds are good that Sarah is going to come over and take Chris's place as GM. Before the night is over, hashtag Janine the Buff.
Thank you, Jack.
Now, keep in mind, I would have no idea what I was doing over there, so
That's what would make it entertaining for them.
I'd be like, okay.
That sounds like an interesting hack attack idea. I'll have to think about that.
Oh.
I want to be the DM too.
So that's just gonna be. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna flip it so there's 5 GMs, and then I'm the
I
one.
thought about that already. Us all over there and you over here.
I'll run from chair to chair. I can see this coming.
Just for one round.
The longest
You can
round
survive anything for one round.
ever.
Teleport.
So yeah, so go to the house.
It's not here.
We're at
Like
the
I
house.
say, it's kind of an unassuming A-frame cabin.
And there's lots of plants and a lake.
There are
I'm in
plants,
heaven.
there's trees.
I'm in heaven.
And it's she lives all by herself.
She lives by herself.
I imagine it's because she can hear everyone's thoughts and she's tired of hearing them.
Secluded,
great.
rustic place.
Probably lined with ceramics and leads on the inside.
Do you think if we all start singing the same Nickelback song in our head, it'll annoy her enough that she'll come outside?
I would never do that.
I think you underestimate what she does when she's angry at someone.
Probably. I think she should just be nice and a team player. And stop ignoring you. That's rude.
So as you are approaching the property,
She probably thinks I had something to do with her father's death.
and Titan or Kid Titan would probably be wise, especially for you, since you know her. Give me, what would be, if you have any kind of perception-y check, otherwise just give me a soul check. And Kid Titan, give me a soul check with a 3-point bonus, please.
Okay, does it involve vision at all?
Yes.
Then I get my bonus. And I won't even meta point up for a bigger one because I get good vision bonuses.
But you can all give me a soul check. He's just doing it on a bonus.
So that's 12.
With what bonus?
Oh, God.
I beat mine by 7.
Mine would be -1 with the bonus.
So you beat it by a lot, is what you're saying.
I got it right on the money.
Riptide?
What was the bonus again? No bonus?
No bonus for
No,
you,
get
but
it.
he knows her. So.
Beat it by 3. 4. 2. Sorry. My bad. 2.
How much did you miss it by?
A crap ton. My soul is 10 and I got a 21, so I missed it by 11.
Yeah, I can't give you enough bonus for that.
Yeah, no.
Most of you, though, as you are kind of slowly making your way onto the periphery of her, the perimeter of her property, you notice that some of the trees have cameras in them.
Okay. I will wave.
What are you waving at?
The camera.
Oh, now I see the camera. Can I investigate the camera with my computer skills?
You could, yeah.
I would like to investigate the cameras with my computer skills and see what I find. Ooh, that I did well.
Try not to break through anything.
I'm not breaking anything. I'm just investigating. I got a 4.
So as you start moving up that way towards the camera, first you notice a sign. And you notice there are a few signs around the perimeter. They say things like "Keep out," "No trespassing."
Yes.
One of them says, "Solicitors will be disintegrated."
I create a white flag out of my nanowasps and wave it proudly.
Cute. I like it.
I'll take a selfie with one of the signs.
I did that once, not with a nanowasp, but I waved an actual white flag as a sign of surrender after I was late for a date once.
She got mad at you just for being late once?
Yeah, I don't know if she was mad or not. I woke up missing 2 days out of my memory.
She was mad.
She sounds awesome.
So you start approaching the camera.
She sounds complicated.
And
I smile, waving the white flag.
it's definitely focused on you. And then I need a defensive check from you.
Okay. Please remember, I'm in swarm form.
I'm aware. I assume you're in swarm form unless I know you haven't had the chance to say it.
I am failed that.
Awesome.
You failed that?
As a blast, as a turret pops up from the ground, points itself towards you, fires off a single bolt of energy. I said you missed your defense, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
So, it actually
probably missed it if you gave her a plus 10.
Barely hit you. And so what I'm going to say happens is it smacks straight into your flagpole, which I know is also composed of nanowasps and such. And so they immediately dissipate and swarm back into your hand and formulate as part of you. Anyone else that would have just been blasted out of your hand.
I don't think she likes the white flag.
She doesn't want us here.
No. No, she doesn't.
Who's carrying Blue Streak?
I am, probably.
Okay.
I mean, we're in a car, so...
Y'all gonna exit the car?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I'll look at a camera and I'll point to Blue Streak. Your daddy messed her up. We want to fix it. Help us or I'll disarm everything and destroy your house.
She'll do it.
I take 3 steps to the left away from Hex. Just
Hex,
I lean in towards her face and...
I need 3 defensive checks from Hex.
3 defensive checks?
Yes, please.
Great, I'm using both meta points.
Yep.
oh, look at her.
My DCV sucks. Success! On the first one, but now I have to do -4 every time?
Yeah, 4-point penalty, and the next one will be an 8-point penalty.
I thought you got multiple defenses because of Harvey.
Oh, I have 2 defenses, that's true.
You can make Harvey take a shot
Or
if you
your
want.
sword.
But I have 2 defenses, so the first one, so I don't take a penalty on my second defense.
Right.
Excellent. That is a failure.
Okay.
And now it's -4. And that is a failure.
Cool.
So 2
Take
failures.
30 points from one blast and 30 points from the next blast.
So 60, so 40 total. Okay, great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Turret blasts again.
Yep.
So, whose turn is it?
They're not, I mean, if you want to be an initiative, you can be.
Hashtag Rosie with hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bam!
Molly,
Point
she's
spent.
12.
Meta point spent. I'm moving over.
Molly,
one.
please let us in. We point to her again. What's her name? Blue Streak. Seriously. I don't say seriously at all.
I kind of like
Lady
to think
Bill
that you
wouldn't
did.
say that.
I mean, maybe that was
Seriously,
Aquamarine.
Molly.
You're in the middle. That
You're in
could
the
have
middle.
been
You could be
Aquamarine.
Aquamarini.
Oh yeah, I'm a little aquamarini.
I would like to try some psychiatry, because I'm in the middle as well.
Sure.
You know what she doesn't like?
Psychiatry.
Attention.
Oh, she doesn't. Well, obviously she's a recluse.
Right. That's your best threat.
Giving her more attention.
Hashtag hack attack. There is a mix-up in magical power. Hex's magical power was accidentally switched with a different sword-wielding magic user. So temporarily, randomly Hex's haiku power has been switched out for a more powerful spell. Conjure milk.
Powerful is in quotation marks.
Oh, you just got perfed.
I just got.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got.
Well played, Chad.
Damn, Chad.
Does that mean that all I can do is conjure milk?
Also, you you have mend and vague.
They just said conjure milk. Do I get all of perf spells or just one of perf spells?
It says
Milk.
conjure milk.
No.
But I tell you what, you can have mend as well.
I don't get vague.
Too much potential for you to break it.
So I'm calling Matt Vansel.
I bet the milk would probably cause some problems.
Okay,
with
look,
the
I
cat.
had a haiku going to stop these defenses.
Oh, you still need to do your haiku.
To get the milk.
I have to do a haiku to conjure milk.
Yep.
Got it.
I can't believe I just got perfed.
Wow.
Is Molly lactose intolerant by chance?
I don't think so.
It
Maybe.
Since Hex's only power right now is milk, it would be handy if that could cause some damage.
Well, technically, she doesn't know
I'm
that.
sorry. No, you don't have mend. You only have conjure milk. I saw a message from the person who picked it up. So.
Oh
I'm
man,
gonna defer.
Molly.
Okay, so I'm gonna
The
try.
chat giveth, the chat taketh away.
I've been perf. No, okay, I got this. Because you know what? Perf is awesome.
I really want I've been perfed as that needs to be another shirt or something.
It does. I've been perf.
So in a
It also
loose,
sounds slightly dirty.
in a loose swarm form,
Yeah.
I would like to try to psychoanalyze Miss Molly from afar.
I'm
Not gonna like that.
Without
Bombshell. She's
using
really,
the turret, I'm going to psychoanalyze the person I imagine seeing.
She can hear me.
okay. Give me
Right,
a roll.
but you can't hear her, which
me
is
a
what
roll
the analyzing
working
part
penalty.
would come from.
I am analyzing the surroundings that she lives in and the
I'm-
displays
give me-
of aggression that she is
Give me
showing.
your roll. Give me your roll.
she's in pain and she's confused about what to do.
You're trying to develop
She
a
knows
profile.
ultimately she knows she
I'm gonna
wants to
use
help us.
My buff
Okay.
to hear.
My psychoanalyzation.
You want all
Jeff.
bombshell?
Oh no, I don't want to do that. That's right. Ooh, Shahiza. Okay, go.
By the way, Chris, I spent that meta point.
Yeah, he spent the
I would, Sarah,
do that?
You do whatever you want. I was about to say something. You do whatever you
Okay, I'll just do
want.
the big ones.
Oh, Molly.
See,
I did
look at
good.
that.
Psychiatry is a 14 and I got a 6, so I beat it by 8.
Okay, so you are able to assess that the person who lives in this cabin is probably someone who likes to be alone, kind of a recluse. This individual does not take well to strangers showing up on her doorstep.
I am also going to say things that inspire her to stop being rude with the psychiatry.
Absolutely. You have
Tell me about your murderous father.
you're able to assess this person has to have at least enough technological skills to maintain the system.
You are
that
very
is attacking
smart.
You.
Yes, let's use that for good.
Although
The
it's
funny
possible
part-
that they had someone else install it and they're just responsible for
The
making
funny
it.
part is she probably if there's anybody here that she can't hear, it's you. It's the robot.
I'm gonna look at one of the cameras,
So
kind of
you're
wave to
psychoanalyzing
kind of
the
get
air,
the
really just
attention of
hoping
it.
for the best.
So look, I don't know you, but if you come out and help fix this, I personally promise to take them all away. Just fix her, and we're out.
I smile again and produce
Word
another
of
white,
honor.
Produce another white flag.
Yeah, I'll go away once you come out and help us. And if you don't, I have a very nice dairy substance
Can we get a
planned
poll
for you.
chat as to whether or not I should let them in the door now, or whether or not we should prolong this just a little?
You know, if
longer?
you would let me talk to her for like 5 seconds.
Well, then
think
maybe
we were-
you should pipe up.
I think
Oh no, I'm letting you guys do all this stuff. You got shot twice. That seems to be working for you.
I was waiting for you to do something, but you have not done it yet. I assumed maybe you were intimidated by your ex-girlfriend. I was not sure.
I am very intimidated by my ex-girlfriend.
But
yes.
you are the only one who actually knows her.
I'm
Perhaps
serious.
Then
it's
why do you
fine.
guys
Thank
keep
you.
trying
Thank you.
things, not knowing the situation? Were you seriously trying to psychoanalyze a psychic?
I was waiting for you to talk, and you hadn't done it yet.
You didn't wait for anything.
Okay, this is your chance.
Thanks. Hey, let us in or I'll call the news. They would love to know where you live.
It's a good button to press.
I can have the N network here in like 5 minutes. They have helicopters now, you know. They don't even need a landing pad.
The person in the cabin is in the cabin for a specific reason. Her voice has been changed permanently to sound much like the priest in Princess Bride. Hashtag
Knowledge. Is it?
He's fighting hard here.
Also,
Look at his
how
face.
long am I being perfed for?
Phrasing.
Yeah, no, I felt if I I doubled it up, it would really
I'd
push
say
Chris
about.
He threw his pencil. Oh, Molly.
Yeah, that counts as one. You're right.
That does count as one.
over. Yeah,
You took a drink to keep from giggling at the dad joke.
I did. I just wanted to stack that.
Man.
I'm not sure Dad would make that joke. It's dirty.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Hack attacks are never permanent, though. Sorry, Chad.
Well, no, Brad was permanent.
We'll
Because I found it interesting.
we'll roll with this.
Am I only perped for a round, or is it just while we're talking with
A
her?
scene.
We're gonna find out how long I've been
Mowaged.
Okay.
Marriage.
and yeah.
Okay.
Oofda. Oh, what was the result of that vote? I missed it.
That was a brilliant hack attack.
Molly. Oh, Molly.
Oh, Molly.
We don't want to be here either.
Maui.
The winner was prolong the pain.
Oh, thanks,
Of
Chad.
course it was.
I know.
Okay, so does she respond to his threat about the news or
Actually,
anything?
that vote took place before you made that threat. So, yeah, it was relatively close, and man, as much as I want to prolong the pain, I have to confess, Christian, oh, that's a weird sharpener, did just hit a pretty good button. Excuse me.
Plus,
Kid
these
Titan
turrets
just
are
hit a pretty good
expensive to
button.
replace, and I can see all of them.
There's a pause,
A pause.
and the front door slides open.
I like your door.
Come on, let's get out of the car.
I walk inside.
I like her door.
As you walk towards the front door, you do notice that there are several other turrets that had not activated, but that are tracking you.
Girl,
As you
you
move
need to
towards it.
relax. Maybe you should get like some sapphire massage
Hex,
oil.
just shut up.
Let's just all, take a deep breath.
So you walk into the cabin,
Deep
correct?
breath.
Oh yeah, right in.
I do.
Okay. The
wait.
inside of the cabin is actually, as you're approaching the cabin, give me another soul check,
Okay.
and Hex, please take a 3-point bonus.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to go
Crash.
into the house.
Actually, Kid Titan, please also give yourself a 3-point bonus because you know her.
A soul roll.
I need a soul roll, please, from both of you.
Oh, not us.
Just a straight soul.
Soul with a 3-point bonus.
No points, no meta
So I beat it by
points,
5.
We'll wait and see who it is.
No.
You are the only one who picks up on this, but as you're walking towards the house, you're realizing that while this looks like a very nondescript A-frame cabin hanging out in the woods next to this lake, there is clearly some powerful illusionary stuff going on with this thing. Like, it looks like just a rustic, borderline falling down, very simple A-frame. You get the
Excellent.
sense that it's bigger than it appears,
Excellent.
Waffle.
maybe even bigger on the inside.
Bigger on the inside, eh?
That's where I went.
Great. So because Harvey is my 900-pound bunny,
I need a safe spot. Where's the safe spot to look? I'm gonna look at you, Chad. You're safe. Hi, how you doing?
Chad
Chad's-
is never safe.
Chad
is safe.
Chad gave
Looking
us
at Chad is safe because I
3 hack
can't see their
attacks, that's,
expressions. If I could see their expressions, that would be the problem.
Because Harvey is my
awesome.
bunny,
Yeah.
Harvey speaks English. I will whisper this information to Harvey, and then Harvey, I will go around to each of my teammates and deliver that information that there is an illusion placed on the house, and that it is much bigger than it is, and what we were seeing is not the full story. Because I don't know if she can see Harvey, but that's the best I can do without drawing attention to,
Based on what Kid Titan has told you, you're smart enough to make the assumption that, she is capable of sensing every sentient creature
Oh, right.
within blank number of
Well,
miles.
Do we know yet if she can sense me?
We don't know yet.
You're sentient. She can probably at least sense you.
Yeah.
Does she know what I'm thinking?
Don't know.
Yeah, we don't know because it's a different. Anyway,
Yeah, the odds are
I
good
let
she
you guys
knows
all
Harvey's
know.
around. Yeah.
Thank
so once
you.
she tells you that, you all then are able to kind of get a sense because you're superpowered people. You've been around crazy stuff before.
Look at the edges. See how they're just a little bit fuzzy.
Very
I'm gonna
tartsy.
use my water sixth sense, lets me know where pipes and water flows are, see if that can help me get an idea of...
The plumbing in this building is very simple. There's only one person who lives here.
Can I feel her fabric? With it, near me?
2? Really on that? I can't believe I just gave you 2 on that.
I think that was 3, babe. There was another one right before.
Really?
Yeah.
I give
Sometimes
up.
we just need to
Whatever.
get warmed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I sense her clothing, her fabric, her textiles?
There are definitely some wards going on in this building. Like, it is very hard to get a bead on anyone on the inside.
Kid Titans.
Are these? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just wondering, since you actually know her, what do you think we should do? Now that we are inside, should we scout for her? Should you call her with your brain? How should we do this?
If the door is open, we should just go inside while it's open.
Okay. And then what?
Wait for her to show
Meet
up.
her.
Let him deal with it.
Okay.
So when you enter through the front door, it's a fairly nondescript entryway. There's a spot for shoes off to the side. There's just one pair sitting there. There's
take
not
my
a lot of
shoes off.
decor on the inside. It's relatively sparse in this place, almost like the person who lives here is easily overstimulated. Things are very bare, but there is a hallway that you can head down, and there are a couple of side rooms that no one is seated in, like a living room kind of situation, sitting room.
I really love this place.
Have they been here before since she moved?
She has moved since
Okay.
you guys broke up.
All right.
You did have the two of you did used to talk about how much she wanted to build something like this, though. So you do feel like, not quite that you've been here before, but
It's just like we talked about.
yeah, it's a lot. You can definitely see where it's what she had wanted. You also hear some noises towards the back that sound kind of like someone in the kitchen.
Oh. Okay, good. Let's go towards the kitchen.
Well, kid, you go first.
I do. With Blue Streak.
Okay. So, so you walk down, and again, the hallway is relatively sparse. You do pass a bathroom on the way there, so now you know where that is if you need it.
Or if you're alive.
And you run the corner into the kitchen. It's again, very simple setup. One small island, kind of a counter area, L shape around it. A little bit of a nice little seating space there. But again, everything is set up just for one. And she is facing away from you at the stove, cooking some eggs and hash browns.
Like the mom in Coraline. The other mother.
I wait for Kid Titan to say something.
Yeah,
And you can smell bacon, but you can't see it.
I am trying so hard not to speak right now.
Just wait.
I'm just gonna lean on the doorway and let him do his thing.
We need help.
She's just continuing to work.
Wouldn't be here if I didn't need to be here.
Chat broke him.
That's 3.
It's because I just looked at my notepad.
That's 3.
Oh, that's
You
right.
broke yourself?
That's right.
You broke yourself.
eaten yet? She says.
No, not yet.
But we would love to.
There's bacon in the oven. And I have enough eggs and hash browns for everyone
That's very nice of you, Molly.
to consume.
I'm gonna go look in the living room. Just kind of look around. That's all. I'm just, gonna go.
I am
Check
Lady
out
Vale.
the decor. Yep.
I do not eat, but thank you.
You notice that she has a couple of earbuds in her ears.
Like my nano wasps?
And she says, I'm sorry, it's hard to hear you right now. And she pulls out the earbuds. Did you say you wanted any food?
I am made up of nano wasps, so I do not require food, but thank you. That is very gracious.
Your
By
house-
the way, can you read my mind?
You're just not gonna answer? Sorry, I would love some hash browns.
I am undead, but thank you.
She goes back to cooking.
Would you like some
It's
milk?
Blue Streak.
I can see that, Butch.
Your dad did this.
I assumed.
Did you know he was alive?
Yes.
Can you fix it?
My father? Of course not.
Blue streak. Can you fix it?
What did he do?
He took her over and left her a mess. She's hiding in there. She's in there.
She turns back, looks at you all. I always liked her.
She's one of the good ones, Molly.
There aren't many.
I know.
I'd say you look good, but you'd know I'm lying. She goes back to cooking.
This is the
Thanks.
most boring conversation.
Molly's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's
She
delightful.
finishes up the stuff. She pulls the bacon out of the oven because she did that trick so that it, cooked well. And she starts divvying stuff up. Even though she only lives by herself, she does have enough settings to put out stuff for all of you.
I fill all the glasses with milk.
I think you need a haiku.
So nice.
You need a haiku to do it.
I thought you looked at it again and said, oh, it was just...
No, it's the milk.
Gramps once knew a spell. A great wizard once used it. Fill the glasses, fill with milk.
I need the whole thing again.
Oh my god. Glasses filled with milk. Gramps once knew a spell. A great wizard once used it. Glasses fill with milk.
It's class, yeah.
I trust
As Chris frantically tries to count to 17, we have to...
I like how I'm never trusted. Like, I've never done one wrong, but it's still just on the off chance that, like, Maggie is gonna screw it up.
We got you.
One of the wiki entries lists one that debates as to whether or not you had the right number of syllables. I can't.
Oh,
remember
I would
what it
love
was.
to
It was
see
a
that. I'll
early
tell you
one.
how I really said it.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Greg Zilla can send it to you. So.
Shocking!
Yes. Yeah, he did the count when he did the wiki entry.
We'll see.
So you
I'll
do.
get
You look at the glasses. Does it just summon up magically, or does it sprawl out of your fingers?
If I remember correctly, it comes out of
Messily, as I recall.
But,
So
No,
hold
you do
on.
it very, very well.
I do it gracefully.
you can just fill a glass with it.
Yeah.
It only shoots out in a geyser like that if you're weaponizing it.
Yeah, and I'm just filling glasses with milk.
Cool.
Weaponized milk.
Oh, I'm gonna use it.
I've heard for those that are lactose intolerant, it could be quite painful.
So she finishes up her cooking
Almost wanna fight that way
and
once.
places everything out for you, and then she has set up everything for you guys at the table. There's only one chair. And she goes over and sits down in the chair and starts to eat.
Great, Harvey's gonna kneel down like a bench, and at least two of us can sit.
I don't need to sit.
Yeah, I can.
And then she
stand.
kind of shakes her head and remembers, and she gets up and walks over to a side door and opens up a closet, and there's some folding chairs that she takes out and gestures for you each.
I'm still just standing there holding blue streak.
Mm-hmm. She sits back down. When did it happen?
Today? This evening?
What provoked him?
What provoked whom?
You said my father did it. Why? He's never had beef with her before.
She probably got close. She knew it was one of the Sentinels. Have you not even looked at what's happening?
What's happening where?
In the city.
She gestures around. Bless you. She says that.
Yeah, have it again.
I mean,
Bless you.
Have you seriously jacked out that much when you don't know what's happening?
Yeah, there's I mean, you. Well, no, I'll just do it as her. And she says, "You know what I always wanted." She gestures at the walls again. The
Okay.
shielding in here.
Well, last week, after a series of murders, your father killed himself and wrote a note saying he couldn't take it anymore and that he'd failed the city. It turns out he faked his own death, jumped in, has been using other people as murder weapons to kill off any heroes or villains that he doesn't like for whatever reason, which, given your father's temperament, is probably anyone that he deems dangerous to humanity.
That sounds about right.
So are you gonna help us or not?
He was using her to spy on us, because I assume we were close.
Because we are very good investigators.
She finishes eating and she walks over to Blue Streak and what am I gonna say? Kind of puts her hand on the side of her head. Yeah. It's possible to bring her back.
That is excellent news.
What?
So are you gonna do it?
But Molly, why?
Not me. Not me alone.
What do you need?
If she's coming back, it's gonna take some help.
Oh my God, please, can you just say like more than 5 words in a sentence?
Let's just be a little bit nicer, just a little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm 12.
We're learning. She's 12. It's all good.
I understand that developmentally do not have the patience yet to handle long adult conversations, but you need to be more patient. Try to play a video in your head.
Molly, what can we do to help you?
Take each other's hands.
Just do it.
And she takes yours. Puts one on Blue Streak. Gestures at you to put your hand on Blue Streak as well.
Do I need to open up for this? I'm assuming yes.
Do you want it to work?
Am I open?
Bombshell. Same kind of thing with the 12-year-old concept.
Nope. Gonna leave that one alone.
Okay, we're doing it.
He's typing the word phrasing.
Molly.
And she closes her eyes. And you can all feel something, kind of like a pulse starting to happen in your head. And she hasn't explained to you at all what she's going to do. And there is a brief flash, and you find yourself in a room very similar to the one that Nick had told you about last time.
Yeah.
The room is relatively empty. There are 2 doors, one of which is open. And on the back of that door are carved the letters LV.
All right.
Like Lady Vale?
It's like my name.
And that's what you see.
Is she there with us?
Who?
Molly.
Are we in Molly's brains?
No, we're in Blue Streak's room.
Brain.
Is Blue Streak there?
No.
This means that, I don't know what this means. I assume that Blue Streak has to fight her way back, and Molly wants us to help.
We can help. We are very good at helping.
Yes, we are.
Though I have never been in anybody's mind space before.
If this is wrong, she's getting a geyser of milk straight down her mouth.
When you said that bombshell, you've not known Molly for more than, a few minutes. You could swear that you heard her laugh when you said that you had never been in someone's mind space before.
I wonder if that means she can hear me.
That makes sense.
So what are we supposed to do, Molly?
I wonder if she can hear both of us in here.
Both of, like you and me?
No, like me and Crash.
Oh.
Okay, so there's doors in front of us.
She says LV, which is like Lady Vale. Come on, Molly. Look, if we knew how to do this, we would have done it. We need your help. That's why we're here.
I'm not sure we would have gotten into her mind space.
Nick could have helped.
We have to start somewhere. Let's go to the open door.
Okay.
Let's go.
Are there any kind of computers or anything in her mind space?
Completely blank room.
Okay.
So like white.
Yep.
And door.
White room, there's a door.
2
It
doors.
says LV.
2 doors.
One door open, LV on the back, other door opposite side of the room closed.
Ooh.
Let's check the LV door since it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's through the LV door?
It's nothing. It's a closet. It's empty. It's the one Nick described for those of you who were here that Blue Streak was in last time where he found her.
Clothing rod and hangers?
Empty.
No hangers.
Nope. Clothing rod.
Clothing rod.
Let's open the other door.
You open the other door, and standing before you there is kind of like an outline of Molly.
Finally.
And actually, as you say that, she says the exact same thing.
Finally.
Finally.
It's been like 2 seconds.
Were you waiting for us?
Yes.
Sorry, Molly. We're here now.
We've never been in a place like this before.
I apologize, we misunderstood your instruction.
I don't believe there was an instruction. Oh.
I needed to see how you would respond. I don't know what's up with you, kid. And then she thinks for a moment.
A party wide hashtag where stop times be used at GM discretion.
Worst of times.
No matter who sits in the GM chair.
5?
Yeah.
Yep.
A party
5
line.
of them!
Yep.
Thank you, chat.
So this is a new thing where we
And she
roll
doesn't
3
say
dice.
it's
and-
kid, I'm sorry. She
Take the two
says,
worst.
let's be candid, Butch. You're not yourself right now.
Haven't been for weeks.
None of you are.
No, we're not.
Which self are you talking about?
Exactly. Well, and you're all avatars. That's going to make you even more annoying.
Oh, she gets it. Molly, you get it.
Yeah, he's not
That
himself
doesn't make-
because he's at
that doesn't
your
make our-
house.
It doesn't make our past any less real, and it doesn't make what we're doing here any less important.
Yeah, so maybe you could stop making him walk on frickin' eggshells and you could help us out.
I am. I got you this far.
Thank you, Molly.
Now what?
I'm like super fascinated with Molly.
As you've probably guessed,
She is
we're
fascinating.
inside Blue's
Mind space.
subconscious.
Yup.
Somewhere in here is whatever piece of my father brought her to this place to begin with.
You mean in the white room with the LV on the
Yes.
door?
So somewhere in the empty closet there is a piece of your father and we should destroy it.
Unless
She
it's
looks
his
at you
blood
and
on
just
the door.
You didn't
shakes
say
her
that.
head like,
Just let Molly finish, you guys.
I was just trying to surmise and understand. I apologize. Continue.
my father brutalized her. If she's going to come out of this, she's going to need your help. The only shot she has is if you travel through the paths of her mind and find and eradicate whatever has brought her to this condition in the first place.
Okay.
How do we do that?
I would suggest starting, well, with that. As she points over to the side where the mists are starting to coalesce into kind of a shadowy form.
Into a shadowy form?
Yes, shadowy forms. 5 of them to be specific.
As they missed, I'm in a swarm form.
And yeah, actually, you can roll initiative.
Okay. No meta points to use.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No
Yeah.
meta points to use.
Wait. Sorry. 25.
Crap.
29.
22 plus 6. 30.
22.
20.
Ugh.
Yay!
Yeah, actually, I rolled so poorly that you all can act first.
Nice, but we don't know what we're facing other than
I know.
coalescing
Forms.
mists.
Yes. So, so the room that you have a moment now to kind of get a sense of what's going on.
Hashtag cool roll. Hashtag meta point.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we have a second before we're actually gonna go into the battle.
Wait, what? Huh?
We have a second before the battle's gonna start, right?
You basically get to act first. Like these things. So Molly has indicated to you that something hostile has shown
Right.
up. The room that you are standing in now is not like the one that you just came from. This room is brick, and the walls are brick. Some of them seem to be crumbling. The ceiling, there is no ceiling. It's just a dark, hazy mist going around. You see a couple of doorways in the room as well.
So we're in a new room now. That's
Correct.
not the white one. Okay.
Yes, you left the main room. You've gone to this other one.
Brain room.
And this new room is much darker. And like I say, it's got this kind of brick motif going on, and there are these 5 mist forms that are starting to coalesce around themselves. I mean, it's kind of starting to reconstitute themselves. And Molly has indicated that they are hostile.
We're in a dark, crumbling place of her brain.
But they're not solid?
Kid Titan, you knew her. Does this room look like anything? The police precinct, a training room, somewhere where you hung out? Does it any familiar at all?
No. Not really.
Damn.
So what are you going to do, Hex? No, Kid,
not
you're up
first.
first. I'm sorry.
Right, what am I in the room with? Like,
Them.
And a misty thing.
Empty room, 5 shadowy creatures, rest of your team.
the shadowy creatures.
Yes.
Tell me about these. Like, are they just mist?
They are starting to form something that looks more solid.
Okay, then I'm going to wait
Okay.
until they are something more solid, and then I'm going to punch one in the face.
That seems like a very valid approach.
Like, the moment they look like I can't see through them, punch in the face.
I like it. Lady Vale, you're up next.
I also want to wait till they're more solid,
Okay.
but I get my wraps going, ready to go, and I'm going to use a meta point too.
Okay. Bombshell.
I would also like to use a meta point.
Okay.
I would like to. Do they have a power I could steal if I sent a nanowasp out and
You can
fetch
try.
one? I would like to send a nanowasp out to fetch a power from the misty shapes.
Your wasp goes out and goes straight through the mist.
Okay, then I am waiting, obviously.
That's fun. Hex, you're up.
The white room is right behind us, right?
Correct, yeah.
I'm gonna run into that white room and I want to taste whatever the LV is written in. To identify it.
Cool.
I like that. I didn't see that coming at all.
Thanks.
I like that a lot. You taste it, and it tastes. You get a sense of iron in your mouth.
Does it taste like blood? My grandfather's mouth saw the black. I drank blood. Is
Yes,
it blood?
tastes like
Lots
blood.
of it.
Lots of
That's
blood.
true. You know that it is blood. It is O positive, and the person whose blood was used to write it probably needs to get their cholesterol checked.
Great.
Gross.
I can't do one more thing, can I? I can just taste it on this turn, huh?
You can make milk if you want. Riptide.
As a free action, I would just like to sense this mist. Liquid?
No.
No. No, it's just a
You're not that lucky.
So it's smoke.
smoke.
And the mists start coming, coalescing together, and they, look a little bit creature-ish, and definitely hostile. And they, I don't want to say they attack, but they do.
What do they look like?
They look.
Creature-ish, didn't
Right.
you?
There's kind of a
too vague.
vague sense
I pictured
of
koala.
if any of you who have seen Dr. Migraine before, they kind of resemble his face at times, and then it shifts from there into more just kind of like a generic sharp-toothed vampire-y kind of pokey thing, and then it shifts back into more of just a amorphous misting shroud-like face, and then it shifts back into something kind of resembling him. It does not seem to have a constant form.
Your misshapen form changing is very off-putting.
Does that make sense?
No, I get it totally. I got a really good image in my head
Pot,
from that.
meat, kettle. You missed the form changing.
I do not do this in this pulsating way.
just
I am
saying.
very deliberate.
So they will, though. There will be. They are going to charge, and
Oh, they've formed? Punch in the face.
Oh yeah, he called that.
that's true. You did. So the first one that approaches you, you're going to punch it in the face.
Oh, he doesn't even get a chance to approach me. As soon as I can't see through him, it's like, and they start to go,
Go for it.
punch him.
You can still somewhat see, but yeah, give me the shot.
One meta point.
Okay.
Oh, you have a buff too.
Weren't there just a bunch of these a minute ago?
There were 7. I've used one.
I used one.
That's
We
that-
should only- we
There
should
should
have
be 4
4.
left.
I've only used the ones that you guys told me were used, and I even accidentally didn't delete one that got used twice.
Yeah, there were only 3 a minute ago.
So,
she used
I've been
one
really
more.
Where I heard,
come over
I
here.
swear I saw 7.
There was.
Okay.
Like when I went over here to
believe
do
you.
my little math thing, there were 3 on this little
I believe
ticker.
you. Okay.
I've never seen 7
You
on the
also
ticker.
got-
So
Oh,
I don't know what to tell you.
Towards one of my
AK says there was a store glitch and it has been fixed.
Okay.
Thank you.
So at some point you might get more then.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Good.
Punch him.
Punching. That's good.
Cool.
That's good. I beat it. That's 6, 14. I beat it by 9
Awesome. Roll any die you want and then call odds or evens.
for the mischance of the smokiness of them.
Yep. So odds or evens, which do you want?
I want them to be hit on evens.
All you.
No. That's,
Your fist goes straight through it.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Neat.
Cool. Someone else did some. Lady Vale, did you want to do yours?
So there's a chance that I could hit it.
Looks like
Yeah, absolutely.
50%. It looks like after you actually make a connection.
I would like to reach out one of my
Tenderly thingies.
to wrap around.
I like it. Give me the roll. Go for
Squeeze
it.
it. We'll give a little squeeze.
Give a little something, something.
Just a little squeeze. Ooh, I rolled a 4. No, I didn't. I rolled a 14. I hit it exactly.
Sweet. Call me at odd or even. Give me the roll.
Even.
Go for it.
Odd.
Your tendril goes whipping through it. You have more than one attack, though, don't you?
I have 3.
Then give me them all, please.
Okay.
Forgot how excited she gets over that.
Ooh, I beat that one by 1.
Awesome.
Let's do even again.
Okay.
Even!
As soon as that tendril hits it, it completely dissipates.
Okay, I'll whip out my last one
And
here.
just kind of fades back into the mist.
Okay, whipping out the last one. I did not beat that one.
Okay.
I got one, you guys.
Cool.
Molly, did you see? Really like
I
that.
wonder if we beat it or if it just disappeared. But either way,
Next
There's one
up
less.
would be Bombshell.
oh, that's exciting. And are they more solid now? Do I still have a 50-50 chance to interact with one?
You can
Same
attack
round.
one if you want, and yes, then you'll have to make a roll to see if it worked.
Okay. I would like to swarm form it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Give me the roll.
Oh, I can roll this one. Oh, yes. I got a 3.
Okay, here are 2 hashtag meta points.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got a 3, and I'm saying
That's what happened. There was
Even.
a split tip situation, so more meta points showed up than should have.
I got it.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
okay.
So you did just get some more. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
Then give an odd, even, whichever
Even.
one you want.
And I got even.
As soon as you swarm around it, it doesn't feel like you're chewing into it the way that a swarm form attack normally would feel. And yet somehow you do watch it just dissipate into nothingness as you swarm around it.
I count this as a victory.
So sort of like popping a bubble.
Yes,
Floating.
That's a great way of describing it. Actually, let's stick to that. It's like staking a vampire on Buffy. You hit it and it just seems to evaporate. So it's simultaneously like, yes, that was
Hashtag
anticlimactic.
meta point cause AK.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
you.
chat. Bombshell, Hex Destiny, you are up next.
Great. So I have the Jill of all trades, which is open to me now. Yeah.
You have what?
The Jill of all trades, my regular.
that's your basic.
Yes,
That's my
I'm
basic.
sorry.
Great.
I
so
heard
that has to
Jewel
be.
instead of Jill, and I'm like,
sorry.
I don't remember this artifact. How did you get
That
it?
has to be a skill that is not on my on either character sheet.
Yes.
So I would like to know exactly where this blood, who it's from, because that's not on my character sheet.
Very cool.
I mean, I can't tell you exactly. who
Detect
it's from.
blood. Is it an undead creature?
Detect blood is my skill.
It's a cool skill.
Isn't there a name?
You're
for it?
laughing because
So
it's not a skill.
you already
Yeah.
know that it
There's
is an
police
O
sciences.
positive person who needs to get their cholesterol checked. You can tell that it came from a living creature.
Okay, that's what I really wanted to know. So I'm not going to do this if I've already know it's from a living creature.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Someone
I just
who's
wanted to make sure it wasn't from an undead creature.
No.
And we have boosted abilities now, right,
okay.
guys?
Yes, you do. You've got your boosted ability too.
Excellent.
Lady Vale.
Okay, so then in that case, I will run back to the room
Okay.
with the vampies. And I guess I'm gonna conjure milk because that's literally all it can do.
You know, an interesting story, if you don't mind me saying so.
I don't.
Conjure milk is really the only way Riptide can use his powers in somebody's mind.
You know, I thought of that, and maybe that's why I'm about to do what I'm about to do.
So what you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna shoot milk. I'm gonna geyser milk towards them.
I like it.
So that they're covered in liquid.
I like
or
it.
at least there's liquid on the floor underneath. Things that he can use. Yeah. So,
Things that make you go moo.
yeah. So your bones look brittle. Let's give them some calcium. Hashtag milk your face.
Milk yo face.
I like that. That was cute.
Excellent
Give me a
teamwork.
roll, please.
That's pretty dirty.
Excellent teamwork, friend.
Sorcery and
Phrasing.
success.
Yeah, so I did it by 9.
Okay. Okay, so I was rolling for how many you would affect. So please give me a odd, even, whichever you want to choose.
Odds. That isn't even.
Okay. So your geyser burst of milk did have some
idea.
gust to it. Went straight into this one, catching it full in the chest. However, as you sat there admiring the amazing power of dairy,
Yeah.
you watched it blow a hole straight through and then form back
Yeah,
around
and now
it.
there's just unfortunately milk all over the floor underneath them.
Yeah,
Now
once
that
you've got
one's
Blue Streak
milky.
back together, she's gonna it's gonna smell awful in her
I
head
promise
for
I
a
will
while.
clean up all of the milk with my nanowasp.
Riptide, you're up. That would be useful because
I've got this really cool thing about dynamic water powers and liquids and all that. Now there's all this liquid all over in here.
Everywhere.
And there's these, how many left? 3? Three? I'm going to basically take that dynamic powers, 7 whole points out of the 14 to do
Yep.
an area attack where all of that milk kind of coalesces like this and milk spikes just go straight inward, right? I mean,
I see what you're doing. Yeah.
complete area attack, so there's
see
no
what
way
you're
it
doing,
can
yeah.
miss.
Milk spikes.
So give me the roll,
spike.
please.
Milk spikes.
My power usage
Your
roll?
power usage roll, please.
Thank
As
you.
you coalesced all this available
Have them
dairy.
Oh, hey, that
stuff
should come back
and,
in here. Thank you. Right.
Power.
What?
He's
God.
failing at rolling into
we
the
go.
nest.
creamsicles.
Beat it by 5.
Okay, awesome. So there are 4 of them that are still up. So please give me a odd even roll. And
How many?
decide- Well, let's actually. Please give me 3 odd even rolls.
Picking which I choose.
Choose which you want before each roll. It can be the same. You can change. I don't care.
I will go odd.
Okay.
That one's even. I will go odd.
Okay.
That one's even.
Okay.
I will go odd. That one's odd.
There you go. Cool. You do. You make these milksicles.
Yeah,
Spike.
kind of a
Milk spike.
Yeah.
milk
Milksicles.
bubble spike. Yeah.
Trying to figure out would that be a stalag milk? A stalactum? There's got to be a fun way to say that.
They'd be
Stalactite. Yeah.
Stalactite.
What about
Stalactite.
stalacticles?
Stalactates. Stalacticles come flying out. I like that. Stalacticles.
I like lacticles.
And they go flying through all of the shadowy creatures, and one of them just explodes again into nothingness as it gets hit. And now it's right about to their turn, and there are 3 of them left. So we'll go. There's 5 of you, so Hex, Riptide. So
Misshapen
2 of them are
curves.
going to go towards Hex. One's going to go towards Riptide.
Great, one of them's getting my sword.
And
That's right.
Yeah.
Hex.
Let's get my sword.
Gotta get my.
Should I roll my
sword.
defense?
Yes, you need to make a defensive check, and you're going to have a 3-point penalty.
Oh, it was right on it, but I have a 3-point penalty, so I guess it's not.
Can you use your bonus? Have you used it yet?
I have it,
From
so
chat?
I can.
Or from?
My +4?
Yeah, I'd use it.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
using it.
Cool, sweet. And then you need another one.
At
for the other attack?
-4. No, not -4, because I have a
This-
second defense.
Correct.
That.
But with a 3-point penalty still.
Well, I got a 6, so with 3-point penalty, I missed it by 2.
So you will take
I just rolled really well for the DCP.
mind, body, soul, because I can't remember.
Yeah?
take 1 point of soul drain
Okay.
as the shadowy creature wraps around you.
Oh, that's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
How does it feel?
And then another one will attack Riptide. Riptide, need a defensive check, please. A 3-point penalty.
He beat
Then
it by
I
4.
beat it by 1.
I was like watching your fingers like, I beat it by 1. Then, yeah, you manage to dodge out of the way as this thing lashes forward with a tendril to try and get you in all sorts of this ickiness. And, yeah, you're solid on that.
I'm very
didn't
solid
get ya.
this time around.
It didn't get you.
So there's only 2 left, right?
Only 2 left. We're back up to Kid Titan.
All right.
No lack tentacle attack on me.
They don't seem to be responding well to my punching, or at all. So I'm going to try kicking and see if that is different than punching. Even
I like
though
your
I know
thought
it's
process.
not, but I'm really just a blunt force guy. And I don't want to transform, because
That's totally fair.
It is okay with us if you do.
Yeah,
You
go
know,
for it.
if
Make
you
me tap.
actually still wore the rocket boots, you could just.
shut up about the damn rocket boots, Riptide.
I'm just saying, you could, like, you know.
Made it by 2. Odd or even?
Yep.
Even? Even.
Good job.
Kicking works!
You kick into it, and somehow your foot manages to strike true, and it just poofs away and such.
Excellent work.
You know, if you hadn't caught on to part of it, but you probably did, I'm not even bothering rolling defensive checks. It's just a matter of whether or not
We hit.
whether or not you hit,
Odd or even
whether or
hit.
not you get the
All right.
When you're a
Ladies
ghost
got
half the
stats,
time,
man.
you don't
Take out
really
the last
worry
one,
about
girl.
dodging.
exactly.
Ready.
You got this.
Go for it, Lady Vale, with your 3 attacks that
Hopefully we'll get the one.
Oh, I'm gonna use
mathematically are really useful right now.
point.
Okay.
Switching dice here.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do my same thing to them.
There's rule of cool. Oh, there's so many things to drop.
Okay, I beat that one by 3. My first one here.
Okay.
I'm watching the
Let's
time.
go with odds for this one. Odds. It's an even number. Okay, we're just doing that again. I hit.
Okay.
Got a 6, so evens. Switch it up. Even. It was even.
Well done.
I'm really enjoying you on this part. For the record, like just watching your face
Yeah.
and all of this.
I really like
Very
being
entertaining.
undead.
Yeah.
Lady Vale.
So they're all gone,
They're
right?
See, you got 2 to hit? I missed one of them.
Oh no, I just got 1.
Yeah,
There's
so
still
we need
left.
one more.
Okay.
I thought there was only one left.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
there
hit.
were 3. Kid got 1. She just got 1.
I got 1.
Even.
Yep, I got that one there.
Even. It's even.
Hey, there you go. You hit it, and that last one just dissipates away.
That is such an
Blue
excellent
Streak,
move.
is Blue Streak still with us?
She is. Crap, Kid. No,
need to get
I'm
to
sorry. No, she's not. She's not in here. She's
get
physically
that.
with you
But she's not in the room with us at all.
Because we're
in the
inside the
kitchen.
brain.
I know, but
with-
last time I was just wondering if
She's in the kitchen with Molly right now, and your husks.
She's in the kitchen with
Mom.
I know. I had that
I
song
just
going through
did
my
that
head
too.
too.
You did.
We don't like it when you call them husks.
That's true. Sentiently impaired.
Meat sickle.
Meat sickle. Oh.
I am not made of meat.
So,
Wasp
a
sickle.
housekeeping thing I got to figure out, and I think Shaq can help me with this too. There are 3 hack attacks listed in there.
yes.
I know one of them is the one you're going to drop.
Yep.
One is the Mowage, I think.
Is one of them the marriage?
One of them
One
was
of
the
them is
marriage.
Mowage,
Okay,
one
so-
of them is his, and then the other one.
Was the
Is the one from
Milk.
2 weeks ago?
No, I already got that one to go away.
Perfed.
Oh,
Perf?
perfect.
So I think
I'm conjuring milk.
So
yes.
I need to drop
2 of them.
okay, perfed and Mowage, which are still showing up at times, and that's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I assume that
But
I
wanted to
can
check
only
it off
conjure
just so
milk
we knew.
until
So
I'm
the
told
only one left in
otherwise.
there is yours. Okay.
Oh, I know.
I was pretty sure that was the situation. I just wanted to make sure. We've still got a rule of cool to drop at some point, and
do.
several worst of times.
yes.
Rule of cool.
Okay, cool.
Now, when you drop worst of times, you drop that individually, right? So that would be like 5 different people you
Yeah,
could
but they
hit.
specifically said that it was one for everyone.
Right.
So
That's
probably
what I
we will
figured.
just
So
do
it
it
might
for
just
a
be in
round.
one round would be the way to go about it. So after you hit that one and the mists all disappeared, there was a little bit of a, if you looked up towards the ceiling, during this, you noticed for a brief moment, a small ray of light cracked through part of the mists above.
Yay!
And then it coalesced back together during this battle. It did, and for some reason, Molly, off in the distance, you hear her go, "For the kid."
Oh, that was worth it.
She says, I'm
Perfect.
sorry, I keep putting in these earbuds. Every time I do, it's hard for me to hear myself speak, and something happens to my voice.
It's okay, Molly. You're perfect.
I don't really understand what's wrong.
You're perfect, Molly.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
Oh man, I bet as a pastor you've just never heard the end of that crap.
Love.
I've never had it. Never mind. We'll talk about it after the show.
Okay.
So after that incident though involving these shadowy creatures, that form of Molly again appears for a moment in front of you, and she says, "As near as I can figure, my father
Loves us very, very much.
Well played, Mr. Christian Doyle."
Sorry, Molly. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure that I made it clear as a GM earlier, and so I apologize if I did not. She isn't saying this, I'm saying this now. It'd be weird if she spoke that way. We have established that she recognizes that there is more than one of you in you.
Yes. Yes.
And you are smart enough people, both as your avatars and as your pilots in particular. It stands to reason this is part of the reason why she was so uncertain when you first showed up. Because you weren't just Butch and his buds.
Right.
You were Butch being mind controlled by someone.
Yeah.
It's not a mind control. It's more of a symbiotic relationship than that. We share personalities.
Thanks, Crash. But from her perspective, you know, that's part of what was going on.
Two brains in one.
And part of why she's been so reluctant to say much.
Well, she could have just asked, and we would have explained.
Then I would have had to figure out how to ask in character, and I really wasn't feeling that.
Well, that is her fault.
You say it was my fault? I mean,
No,
it is my
I said
fault.
it was her fault.
Like, it is my fault. But
No,
it's-
it's fine.
Don't blame Molly.
It's okay,
I
Molly.
can blame Molly all I
Molly
want.
is what brings us together today.
Molly did bring us together today. Now let's help save Blue
Yes.
Street.
So that gets established. So I just make sure that you understand that part. But yeah, so she has also established for you that right now, nice dab, that Blue Streak is still in here somewhere.
We had to find her.
I know that symbolically Nick found her last time.
Right.
But then she wasn't in the closet anymore.
Right, so she's somewhere
And
else.
Yeah, and so what Molly has said to you is that she thinks that some remnant of her father is still there and has pulled her off into wherever. So you get
I
to
gotcha.
explore her brain.
We're gonna find her.
Yeah, no,
Hooray.
we're with you.
Okay, I want to make sure.
I'm glad you're here too, Molly.
Yes, Molly is slang for
She's,
one
like,
type of
kind of
drug,
here.
but she has
not
the
really
name. There's
help-
nothing we can do about it.
Kind of help.
She's helping us as much as she can.
Ooh, as much as she can.
She feels comfortable with helping us right now.
So
Right, Molly?
there are a pair of doors in this room.
Like a pair
big are
of
they?
doors or a pair of doors?
Two doors. Two separate doors. Two separate options and directions to travel.
Do they look the same?
Yes.
Let's split up.
Do they have
Just
the same?
kidding. Just kidding.
Same temperature?
Yes, they are the same temperature.
Let's split up.
I said
All
it
right,
as
which
a
one of
joke.
y'all said that?
I said it
both
as a
said
joke.
that.
I thought it was funny. I just watched a lot of horror
No, you
movies.
said it, and then Chris nodded enthusiastically, so I repeated
Yeah,
it.
I'm sure he would love for us to
Is it-
split up.
Is it time yet? You guys, do you think it's time?
For what?
I think it's time.
For your hack attack?
Already? Nothing's happening.
I'm just seeing what they're thinking. You know.
Is it time?
Just wait a little bit.
Yeah, we're waiting. I'll know it when it's time.
Can we
You'll
open?
know what's there. You'll know.
Can we open each door to check what's inside of them?
Yeah.
More importantly, can we open them at the same time just to make sure that opening one doesn't close the other?
Absolutely.
I think we should open them both at the same time.
Should we do it on 3?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shouldn't we just creak one open first and just like...
But what if that makes the other door go away? So if we did that at the same time.
Okay.
We are in a magical mind space. Who
here's-
knows what's going to happen?
I'm actually thinking about that. See, this seems weird to me that there's... I've kind of got an idea. What if this that we're looking at right here is what Molly's dad did?
Oh, segmented her mind like this?
Right. So why don't we just, start breaking walls and floors and get rid of this illusory part of it?
Kid Titan likes to punch walls.
Having been in a couple of minds, this is not exactly non-standard. it's usually a series of rooms.
How many minds have you
If we
been
start
in?
breaking down the walls of her mind, that's going to make things worse, not better.
Yeah, her mind. It's her mind. Let's be gentle while we're here.
I mean, technically, she has the mind of a child in her already, so we've made her developmentally disabled just by showing up.
Rude.
She's a
Truthful.
smart child.
Hurtful.
You are not developmentally disabled, as you are 12. But your 12-year-old brain inside an adult does make that adult
Oh
developmentally
no, just keep rubbing it in,
disabled.
guys. This is great. I'm totally gonna be helpful next round.
It's okay.
Power of a god.
How about
Mind of a kid.
Instead of, she's really great.
I'm gonna open a door.
Wait, Riptide.
I just.
Which one do you
Instead
open?
of kicking them, we just open them
them?
gently.
That is what the plan was.
I thought the plan was to, like, kick them.
No.
No, we're gonna open them gently, but at the same time.
Why are we opening them at the same time? Why is this a good idea? Why do you think it's a good idea? What made you think of this?
I didn't think of it. Riptide did.
I did.
Riptide, why did you think of this? You just thought
Open-
something to do in my friend's brain?
Open one door, the other one closes. Now we have to go this way. You know, if we
So
can
you-
open them both, and we can still choose which direction to go.
We have two
Maybe
options,
see
and then we
what's
pick.
in beyond both doors.
Or then we're getting attacked by twice the thing.
I pray to gods that you never have to go into my mind to save it from an evil psychic.
Is there
Just pick
something?
a door, left door.
I love that could be a valid life concern in this world.
Did you just open the left door?
He did.
Yes.
He just opened the left door.
After saying that,
Yes.
so it's an imposing door.
They usually are
Very
imposing.
Yeah. So the door creaks open, as you heard, and any of you who look in that direction, you see inside it. It's kind of like watching a play being acted out in front of you, but
Which
again
play?
with these forms that are kind of only semi. What's the word that I want?
Coalesced.
Hamilton.
Coalesced. It is Hamilton, except that it's not. And instead, what you see is two adults. You can tell that they're yelling at each other, but the voices are muffled and you can't really hear the words much.
Well, no, it's
Seems to be
Daddy.
a man and a woman, and they're just going at it, just screaming at each other. And in front, more towards you, you can see a small form of a child playing on the ground. It seems like she's trying to ignore what's happening. And dishes start being thrown back and forth. And
I'm interested in doing some marriage counseling and using some meta points.
this is a memory.
I can still do marriage counseling on the member. I can fix it.
We
You can't fix the past.
And this plays out for a few seconds, maybe up to about 20 or so.
during which
And then it just kind of fades away. And the the little one on the ground stays there for a little bit longer and then fades as well.
but it was a good 20 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harvey can't help himself and he goes and hugs the little child.
He can't interact.
It doesn't matter. He keeps
He
trying.
keeps trying. Yeah. He keeps trying.
Aw. So cute.
I still try to do some.
So
Masters
maybe
of
let's not
Johnson.
knock down any walls, okay?
After that happens, the room
No,
is
this is for everybody.
completely empty.
With no other doors.
This room, the walls are covered in graffiti, gang symbols, things like that. The walls seem to be crumbling. You can see it's old school. Those old houses where the plaster and the thin wood. I can't remember what that's called.
Slats?
Yeah, that little wood slatting that goes up like that. You can see pieces of that there. There's torn wallpaper and such. And again, there's that same kind of clouded ceiling above. There's no other door in the room.
Except the one we came in.
Correct.
Which is still
You
open.
see a few windows, and if you look at the windows closely, the windows are empty behind them.
It's just black.
Yeah,
Bad memory.
But there's graffiti on the walls everywhere.
correct.
So, Riptide, what if I conjure milk and you make it powerful enough to remove all of the crap from the walls so that the walls get cleaned and we erase whatever's here?
Would that be bad for her brain?
Erasing parts of her memories?
No, but
No, I don't see how that could be bad.
no, that's not what I'm saying at all. There's something we have to fix.
But that's what she just asked. I was responding to that, not arguing with you.
Okay, but there's There's nothing else in the room, right?
That was it.
As
It played out before you, and then it disappeared.
as part of a psychiatrist, I can tell you that cognitive reshaping is an actual realistic tool to use to make memories seem less bad. And
Give
so,
me a psychiatry roll.
okay,
And where you are is fine. You're still able to access.
okay, I know.
If you really want to
I mean,
slide somewhere
she's
else,
far
you can.
away. She's on 2d12
No, I'm
plus
going to
2.
give you a bonus on it. I'm going to give you
That's
I
actually
think a
not
4-point
bad.
bonus on it.
Okay, 8 and plus 2, so 10, and my psychiatry is 14, so I'm okay.
Plus with the bonus. Jenica is definitely looking at this as kind of a symbolic trek through
Yes.
Molly's psyche. The odds are bad that cleaning up this room will have any serious impact on her, one way or the other.
What is it? What does it say?
Okay,
Yeah, what do the walls do? They
Your
say?
main goal has been to
find the
her.
thing.
Yeah,
okay.
gotta find her.
So, I relay that. Though cognitive reshaping is something that we can work on, it needs more therapy than just cleaning some walls, and we should work on finding her.
I'd love to read the walls. What do the walls say?
You can't really make out any words. You know, it's kind of like, to use the analogy, if you've ever played a video game where there's stuff on the walls and you try to go in close to see what it says. It's just close enough to actual words that you feel like you should be able to read it,
But you can't.
but you can't make it out.
Okay, let's go back
Other
out.
door.
And there is the occasional siren in the background, too.
Is there a way to go
Blue
toward...
had a rough childhood. She grew up in a
Clearly.
bad neighborhood.
I just figured since the light came through in the last room, that maybe we could make it happen in this room if we did
You
something.
know, the thing is, we probably could, but we just don't have the right, and it just disturbs me to no end that none of you understand that.
I don't have a mind space, so I am sorry that I don't understand. I am new.
I'm not trying to change it. It worked last time when we got rid of the thing, so I thought maybe if we cleaned it, if we got rid of the bad thing, that it would do the thing it did before, which was helpful.
Sometimes it's hard to. You can't just get rid of a bad thing by cleaning the walls.
I know. Never mind.
It is sad to be in here. I agree. Let's find her to make it all better.
Lady Vale feels triggered.
Part of the hashtag hack attack.
Thank you, chat.
you, Chad.
Simple
So you
and
head
to
back
the
to the
point.
room you had been in before,
Yeah.
and you go to the other door, I assume.
That is the only other place.
Yep.
You open it up. When you open this room, it is another kind of heavy door with a... pardon me. This one, as you walk into it, the walls seem to be... there's still hints of brick, but this one is... kind of has the feel of an old factory to the walls. You can see soot and scratch marks as if from some sort of heavy tool or such. But again, like many of these, well, not like many, like all of these rooms, there's nothing else there other than just kind of the swirling mist.
Right.
above
Nothing
and
outside
below.
the window. The ceiling is all misty.
It's. Would it be a logical idea to?
Do you step into the room or do you stay in the other room?
I think-
peering
Oh no, we
inside?
step. I think we
should
step in.
through.
As soon as you step in the room, roll the initiative, please.
Okay.
That's
Let's do something.
that's fair.
28.
Nice.
17.
There.
26 plus 6 is 32.
28.
I got 29.
Cool. So you see swirling around again in this room, a large number of the shadowy creatures start showing up on the sides. They're oddly happy.
Here's more for the hashtag hack attack.
Thanks, Chad.
Uh-oh.
So I just saw what Fractalitis wrote in chat. If a GM asks you if you step into a room, you say no!
No,
We
no,
know.
no.
There was only one way through, Fractal. We had no choice.
We peek in.
These are
gingerly.
rails. You see,
Yes.
we're on them right now. We're living on the rails.
It is only mild rails because I know that they can't survive. There's no point in building them.
No.
They're made of foam.
Yes.
The nice thing about planning for GMing Metaverse is you can literally say, okay, in today's adventure, there's a dog. And that's really all you have to plan.
My actual notes for today's adventure.
Don't read them to us.
I wonder what chat will do
The
today.
story part is that long.
It's done.
#hack
Oh, that's it. It popped.
It's
done?
Yeah, it
Yes, but
I'm
now
sure
we
they'll
don't know
send
what
it.
it is.
Yeah, right
I'm
there.
sure you've seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
Yeah, but we don't know
I
what
haven't
it
seen
is.
the actual
on
attack,
chat.
but it just procced, so it's
Yeah.
coming up.
Cool.
Somebody will find out sometime.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. That's
What is it?
exciting.
We are gonna drop that hack attack very soon. Then. Thank you, chat. That's I like that. I like that a lot. And
We're the only people who don't know this table.
So a
stress.
bunch of those things start swirling around, and I think that now would be an excellent time to drop a rule of cool.
Yeah. Now, are these the same type swirly vampire things?
I take
Are
that
they-
back. I'm not going to drop rule of cool. I'm going to drop a worst of times on everybody for the first round.
Are these the same
Worst
vampire
of times
type?
you roll 3 dice instead of 2, and then you take the worst 2 instead of the best 2.
And you described it correctly in the first try. I should have learned from you last week.
Maggie,
It
what were
does-
you saying? What were you
I
saying?
was wondering if these were the same vampire type things as last
Yeah,
time, or are
do
they
look.
different?
They look very, very similar.
the same, okay.
Yeah, and there are 10 of them.
10.
If they're not
this
related,
time.
they have the same hairdresser.
Yes. Maybe it's Maybelline. I can't even say that. How'd you say?
Maybelline.
Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybelline. And yes, there's 10 of them. There are 5 of you. And where did they attack? Let's find out.
Let's
Yes.
Where did they attack?
All right, I got something cool with this conjure milk.
They attack me.
Are they in
song.
any way sentient?
No.
Okay.
Technically, you wouldn't know that, but I'm just telling you so that we don't have to worry
Okay,
about
that's
it too
fine.
much.
Christian, Perf can conjure milk. Like when I filled the glasses, they just filled.
Yep.
I didn't have to shoot it out.
Only if you weaponize it.
Thank you. Only
Sorry,
if you
just have to
weaponize
do
it.
some rolling.
It's fine, man. Rolling has to be done.
Do your rolling.
Who's up first?
Bad guys are this
Oh,
time.
bad guys are up first this time.
Yeah,
Hey.
I literally critted my initiative roll, which is pointless, but did it.
Well, at least they get to go first this time, and, you know,
Try to kill us.
that needed to happen.
Last one. Here we go.
They all fully form this round, then.
They do. They
So,
fully form and they lunge in as they've done before. 2 of them will come at you, kid.
Okay.
Do they look like vampire-y things, or do they look like more like migraine?
They
It just
go-
depends on
they
the
kind
moment. They kind of shift around
they're
and
kind
about.
of.
Kid, I need
That was the technical
2 defensive checks, please.
And is this considered mind combat? Is this since I'm not using any actual physical stats?
This is a touch. It's a physical attack that they are doing.
Right, but it would be considered, since we are in psychic combat technically because of the.
Oh, because you can get some bonuses for your psych combat.
That's exactly right. My mind shield acts as actual armor in here.
Go ahead and get your bonus.
dope.
Yeah,
like if they're going to be doing soul damage on me,
I also
They
have
don't.
that.
They don't only do soul damage.
they do regular damage.
They can
or
do
mental.
body damage and stuff as well.
Right.
So,
That's really cool, Christian.
yeah, I think that's a fair thing to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
see,
use
it's
it.
the only thing mind shield is good for other than resisting mind attacks is if you are in quote
Someone's
unquote
mind.
mental combat.
No, let's use it.
I get to use it as a bonus.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. And also remember that you
I
still
also
have your
have that.
basic and your boosted abilities.
Yeah, so if everybody dies, I
Yeah,
can
So-
kill you.
somehow
remember
I'm
that you
thinking
got those.
pants chucked in their faces.
Just saying.
We'll
Just
see.
reminding you that you have them. So yeah, kid, I need 2 defensive checks, please.
Yes, 2 defensive checks coming right
Third, I think.
around
She's 20,
here.
And actually, just for the sake of expediency,
Yes.
Hex and Riptide, just to go down the road for everyone. So from everyone, here's what I need, and you can just tell me how it goes, and you can calculate your penalties and all that fun stuff. And remember that each of these is with a 3-point penalty on your defensive check.
Oh.
As a baseline.
Yeah, I'm not even going to roll it. I have
So-
a 3 DCV.
For you, since you have your mind stuff, go ahead and take that as a bonus to your
To my DCV?
your roll, as opposed to the armor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, add it to my DCV as opposed to my...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So 2 checks, 3 checks, 1 check from Bombshell, 3 on Riptide, 1 on Hex.
I don't know, are they all at -3?
Each one of those is a minus or a 3-point penalty,
And then it goes to 7, and then it goes to 11.
Correct. Yeah.
It's gross,
7.
man.
Yeah. These guys are ugly.
If I
Okay, well that one actually made it.
also have the bind shield, do I?
Yes.
I'm.
You need to get a bonus to your defensive check with that.
I literally made both of those.
Well played.
I am also fine.
The second one should not have happened, but it was a 3.
I failed mine.
1 point of body drain on Hex.
1 point of body.
I passed them all.
Both?
You said roll 3.
Or 3, excuse me? With the because you have so many defensive checks that you can make.
I do?
Nice.
I just rolled it 3 times.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how many defensive checks do you get?
She gets 2 free ones.
Okay, so the last one was
So
at a
the last
7
one was
point
the
penalty.
negative.
I'm gonna get 2.
7.
So you added the 3 point penalty each time?
I did.
And then the 7 point penalty on the last
She
one?
made 2. She missed the last one.
I didn't. I missed the last one. Yeah.
Okay, I
Made
just
2,
wanna-
missed the last one.
yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's okay.
Thanks for the maths. Not doing it up here.
Take 1 point of mind.
Wait, where did you do yours?
Took it.
I missed
Okay.
the first one,
Okay.
past the other 2.
That's
Cool.
odd.
Take 1 point of soul drain, please, as these things come in and do their nastiness.
All right.
And no one got hit twice, right?
Nope.
Good. Okay. Let's just
Yeah, it was
keep
really
it that
weird.
way. Cool.
I rolled absolutely
Are
shitty on the
these
first
creatures? They are vampire-like. Is that correct?
What?
These creatures are vampire-like. Correct.
One. They appear.
They are ghostly, vampirical, migraine-y things.
Would
I
a
can't.
skill in a cult be any kind of useful?
You could know more about them, but I don't have much else to tell you.
Okay.
But it is now up to the top. So, Kid Titan, go ahead.
Yes!
And then we're gonna drop these 5
These,
worst of times.
Oh, I'm not going to do anything awesome then.
Okay.
Instead, I'm going to try and punch one.
Okay, sounds
Oh,
good.
wait, no. That's been working against me. I'm going to try to kick one.
Technically, your odds are the same, punching or kicking, but
Yes, I know. But one works all the time and one doesn't.
true. One
so
has a
far.
100%
One has a
success
100% success rate.
I like it.
One has
has
like
a
a
0.
20% success rate.
I like
If
it.
only they had transformed into banks.
I know.
If that,
That's a
for it.
100%,
then I punch the shit out of it.
right? Set off
It's
the
a
fire
7 out of a
alarms
14, so I beat it by 7.
Okay, give me the odds evens.
Odds and evens. I'm saying evens because that's how I roll. That's not going to hit a damned thing.
Okay. Lady Vale, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay, you're gonna make 3 attacks.
Oh,
Give me 3 attacks, and then give me your odd even afterwards for each one.
Okay.
What was that,
I-
Crash?
you got to roll 3 too.
You need
Oh,
to
I
roll
rolled
3,
three.
and then pick the worst 2.
Okay, 10. So I beat it.
Okay.
Beat that one. Beat that one too.
Okay.
I did not beat that one.
Okay, so give me 2 odds or evens.
Okay, even. Got
Yeah.
it. It's even.
Okay, so one of them goes poof as you lash out with a tendril.
Woo.
These things do not like fabric.
Good. Because that's literally
They
what
have
I
a
got.
severe
Johnny
cotton
doesn't either.
allergy. It's sad.
A cotton allergy?
Wool? I don't know what it's made of.
Do I sense it?
Cotton bandages.
Is that why
Linen.
she's sitting over
She's
here
allergic
instead
to
of by
linen.
him?
I can sense it, right? When something's allergic.
I was kidding.
Oh. I didn't say odds or evens.
Yeah, so odds or evens, which is gonna be.
This one's gonna be even.
Okay.
Even.
Okay, so you did. You popped 2 of them.
Hell yeah, Lady Vale.
Bombshell.
Yes.
Go for it. What you gonna do?
I would like to form my nanowasps into a giant spear
Okay.
and try to skewer as many of them as possible, like a shish kebab.
I see what you're trying to do there.
If there's enough lined up in a row.
Give me your roll. It'll depend on how well you beat your roll.
Do I have one? Oh, you need a 10 right there.
I'm gonna spend a meta point.
If you beat it by a
And I
lot,
wanna
I'll give
use-
you those extra
I
attacks.
want to use my I want to
You can use your Jenna.
I want to use my Jenica thing.
Okay.
So that's for 3.
The Janika boof?
The Janika booth. Janika booth.
I like the Janika booth.
Janika boof.
Oh.
Okay, so I got a
Ew.
Hashtag
19,
Janika
but I'm
booth.
gonna use my Patreon, so I got
Janika booth is what brings us together today.
15, which is what I needed. I think. No, shoot.
Yeah, don't waste your points
Never
because
mind.
no.
The worst thing killed me.
So you didn't roll in it well enough to get the extra attacks that you don't have?
Correct.
Okay.
Worst of times kind of
Nice
blows.
shade, nice response. Well played to you both.
Boom, boom. Read the book. Okay.
Riptide.
Riptide is holding his action.
Why?
Because there's no liquid.
There's no
Because there's going to be
Because he
milk here
can't
in a
actually
second.
do anything.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
waiting for my
Okay, do your
milk.
thing.
forgot milk to actually
Yep,
apply.
I get it. Go for it. Hex, what you gonna do?
Next time, just take your
All right.
forward a little ball and just hover it around with you.
Horror movie fun. Milk shoots from orifices. Hashtag bleed red milk.
Cool.
So red milk is gonna come out of their orifices.
She's gonna make them all shoot red milk out of all of their orifices.
Horror movie
Orifices. I may
fun.
have missed.
She's making
They
orifices.
still have.
But they
You
still.
said they looked vampire-y,
Yeah,
so
so I assume that means there's a mouth, there's a nose, there's ears.
There's
yeah,
probably.
so milk and just.
You can raise that eyebrow at me all you want, but you said they look like vampires,
But we'll
and that's
still
why I
only
made
ever be
sure
able to see half
and
of
I
it.
asked beforehand about the description and if they looked like the vampires.
I can only raise one eyebrow too.
You done well. I really like her.
She's great,
I like them
isn't
all,
she?
actually. It's a fun group. Okay,
I will
sure.
bend these
The
rules as far as I can.
vampiric, ghost-like migraine creatures start bleeding red milk from their non-existent
Yes!
orifices,
Yes!
which spew out around the room,
Yeah,
causing no damage but making everyone a little ill.
yeah. But this guy,
Yeah, I'm with it.
And since they're, I'm going to interrupt right now. So as soon as that milk happens, so as it's immediately coming out, I'm just going to like have it form inward spikes
Yeah.
and pop them all
as
like
it's
little
forming
milk.
off?
Oh yeah, as it's coming in, I'll just change its shape
So
to
mini
inward.
stalactites.
Oh yeah,
It's like taking a crap and then having that crap come back and impale you.
yes.
Like Cat on Red Dwarf.
It's one of the worst things I can think of.
I love that scene.
Like
that
Cat
was
on
so
Red Dwarf.
funny. The reverse world on Red Dwarf, the end of the episode, where Cat goes.
Where you
to go-
literally take a poop.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
I
That
don't know what
moment.
you're referring to.
It's
Okay.
awesome and gross.
Okay, give me your roll.
My power usage roll.
Yep.
Stalactolite.
That would be pass by 3,
By 3,
and I'll throw that in to make it by 7.
by 7. Okay.
And again, yeah.
Chris, you
Odds and
technically
evens?
didn't make me roll for my spell.
I don't care.
Okay,
We
I'll do
already-
my worst of times on the next one. I will be honest and fair.
That's cool.
Are you lucky?
So I need 4 rolls from you.
4.
4.
4
Odds or
odd and
evens.
even.
Yep.
What are you calling it?
Did you do your worst of time on your roll there?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Even.
Make sure. So the only one who still has their worst of time is
Is me.
Hex.
Even.
Okay, so you got
That's
one.
one.
Okay.
That's the next one.
Odd.
Odd. Think I've got something going
I
here.
don't like this pressure.
Odds.
It was some good hand dancing you just did. I liked it.
Odd.
Crazy.
Pretty generic.
Odd. 3 for 3.
Okay.
You tried.
So nice.
Worst case, you've already done 75%. That's above average. That's good.
I didn't do that one. Sorry.
That was
Damn.
That's cool.
You only got 3/4. Shame on you.
Sorry.
So, following that, and your magic has been kind of weird so far, Hex.
What
you
with
mean-
all of the milk?
With
Yeah,
all of the milk.
just milk.
It just has a
and
theme.
you've been fighting against it, like trying to figure out how to summon, your
Yeah.
regular powers and like, metaphorically bashing your head
Well,
against
I've
this
done
wall.
well
trying
because
to
I
figure out
turned
what's
the milk
going on.
red at least.
Yeah, so you're starting to make some progress. So you're hacking away at it and trying to figure out what to do, and you're trying to cast different things, and you're trying all your word combinations and whatnot, and this is happening while you're also doing some sort of psychic combat inside of her head.
Yeah.
And somehow the combination of Molly's efforts to put you in this place to begin with, and the insanity of what Dr. Migraine has done, and your magical powers, all of this stuff starts wrapping around you all, and in the middle of this battle, the song starts becoming more epic, and you find your brains, all of you, including you, Bombshell. It's gonna happen because it's a hack attack. You find yourself beginning to revert, or at the very least becoming a little confused. And Hex, actually, no offense, it's your fault, because as you're trying to fix all of this stuff, you semi-swap not so much brains as attitudes and dare I say, maturity levels. And the 4 of you are suddenly functionally 12 years old, and Hex, you get to be an actual adult.
I would like to hug so hard whoever gave this hack attack.
That's adorable.
How do you be how are you a 12-year-old? I mean, Bombshell's
get ready for
already
this.
only like
This is the
6
one they all
months
went in
old.
on. They chipped in.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah,
Bless
so
you.
we'll let this one roll for a
Because I've
little
been
bit.
trying to play 12-year-old this whole time.
Yeah, so now you get to be a grown-up. You get to
Oh,
be mad.
yeah.
The rest of you are children. And now it's time for Rule of Cool.
Yay!
I'm so excited for this one.
You all should be excited.
Me too.
This is going to be awesome.
And Riptide, if you lose this rule of cool, I'm going to drop your worst of times on you as well.
What?
I already did my worst.
It's my worst of
times.
times.
Oh, your hex. I'm sorry.
At least I'd be at a negative
Oh my
8.
God.
Yeah, it'll be a negative 8. If,
Well,
Thank
now
God
she
I got that
can't
rosy
lose.
buff.
well, no, you won't be a negative 8. Worst of times where you roll 3 and use the worst.
Oh, that's
thing.
right.
So, but if you do win, then it won't matter.
Right, okay.
Actually, you know what? That might change how chat votes. So never mind.
It will.
We'll use it later.
Yeah. We'll use it later.
We'll use it later. We'll use it
Yeah,
later.
good idea. But I can still only shoot milk.
You are still just a lactomancer.
So I'm.
Oh, you're being 12 now. I get it.
Lactomancer.
I have learned from the 12-year-olds
Am I
that they
12-year-old me though?
that they enjoy
Yeah, we're
technology.
12-year-old Kid Titan and 12-year-old Lady
I
Vale,
wasn't
right?
a mummy when I was 12.
But
Doesn't
you're
matter.
I am
Mummy
a
12-year-old.
mummy
Yep.
12-year-old.
I am a
And,
robot
and
who
it's
is
the bad
essentially
guy's
less than a
turn.
year old, so I have matured. And I have learned that the teenagers really enjoy the technology. And so I am going to embrace my fellow technology.
You do that. And there are still 5 of them left to attack you guys. So, 1, 2.
I'm going to look vampires up on my phone.
I'm gonna take her phone.
Hashtag best of time to help the most mature person in the party. Hashtag destiny, of course.
Well played. So, Hex, you get a best of times on this one.
Great. But this is really cool, so we gotta wait
So
anyway.
you can use on the next one. You can use on the next one. So now you've got.
How do you
so I need.
do something awesome against Shadow?
So now I need defensive checks
know,
from
right?
one from Kid Titan. This is with the 3-point penalty thing and the whole mind attack thing and whatever the math you did before.
Understood.
1 for Kid Titan, 2 for Lady Vale, each with the 3 penalty, and 2 for Riptide. You made it? Awesome.
I rolled enough to make it on
made
my
both?
regular DCV.
Yes and no.
Okay. Take a point of body.
What the heck am I gonna
Riptide.
do?
Wanted me to
Really
do what?
cool.
I'm sorry.
It's
You
just for
didn't have
Riptide.
any.
You
Oh,
didn't
good.
have
Because I was,
And then
Yeah,
Kid
you were a
Titan is
little
up.
busy
I was a little
phone there.
busy.
So this is rule of
Intentionally
cool.
fight.
So Kid Titan, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, first of all, I want you guys to take this a lot more seriously than you're taking it because this is a very serious matter.
I'm super
you, Kid
You
involved.
guys should really be
Do not interrupt.
more awesome. Okay, well, I want to do something awesome, so I'm going to do, like, walk up to him and do, like, a super kick.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, I run up to him and I do a super kick. But right when I go for my super kick, I say, "Rocket boots away!" And I flame his face off.
Oh, I like what you did there because
I
when
like
you were
it.
12.
Because I'm 12-year-old Kid Titan, so I got those suckers on right now.
I like it.
I'm watching YouTube videos of you right now.
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty rad.
Lady Vale. Which would actually be like Lass Vale? I mean, where you...
Fail less.
You can still
Veil
call me a
lass.
lady.
Miss Vale.
Miss Vale.
I'm a young lady. Young lady Vale? Does not work.
You seem uncomfortable. Perhaps you would like to watch YouTube videos with me as well.
No, I don't really like talking to people. So I was already feeling really introspective because of the memories from the last room, and so now it's a little bit more overwhelming being closer. I would like to use my wall climbing skills to climb to the corner of the wall. I wrote a poem, not a haiku. I wrote a poem for Molly because I really can't stop thinking about her. And I'm hoping that maybe she'll come and hang out with us and help us out here. Molly,
So you're gonna
you
climb...
make my own close Titan. Will you come be with me and comfort me in the walls of these mines? So I crawl to the corner of the room and I'm gonna say the poem and hope that Molly comes and helps us.
I totally Snapchatted that to like everybody on my feed.
Delete it! Please make her delete it!
Hexesty, what would you like to do?
I'm going to make a milk tornado. Milknado, if you will.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Milk
Out there by them.
That sounds very dangerous.
I looked up dad jokes on YouTube as well, and they are interesting.
Well played.
I also grab her cell phone and smash it.
Oh, that was so cool.
Fortunately, I am still a robot and I can access these in my brain.
I know. That's why I did
Riptide, what would you like to do?
I'm looking at the idea of this awesome but really boring milk tornado. And I'm just imagining with the tornado spinning around and all these various tendrils of liquid, if they were suddenly flatter and razor sharp milk ice.
Oh, jeez.
It would be a milk blender, and we could end up with a giant room-sized milkshake. Fuck yeah.
Will it bring all the boys to the yard?
Oh, all
You
the,
know it will.
Oh God.
her milkshake will bring all the boys to the yard. Maybe Molly too.
How about you, Bombshell? What are you going to do?
So I very much looked at all the YouTube and all the Snapchats, and I found out that Buffy, the vampire slayer, she can kill vampires with stakes, with sunlight, with beheading, and with holy water. And since I have
She still thinks
skills,
they're vampires.
I have skills in occult and religion, and so I'm going to bless the water because Lutherans say that pastors and
mean the
lay
milk?
people can bless anything, and it doesn't really matter. So I'm
Presbyterians
going
say
to
that
bless
grape juice is
the
wine.
milk, and then the milk is going to be holy, and they will all.
I hope there's a tie in this really cool, because holy blender milk would be awesome.
Holy
For the
blender
love.
milk.
So we've got Holy Blunder Milk, Milkshake,
Milknado.
Milknado,
Molly.
Breakfast clubbed.
We support you. It's you be you.
Is there gonna be some of this?
I'm doing a rocket boot super kick.
Oh Lord!
Rocket boot super kick.
I'm so excited I broke you.
I didn't. Yeah. Let's have the chat. Do the vote, and we'll see where this goes.
Holy milk.
Even if I didn't win. I was going for that whole saint sinner thing.
Yeah, no, I was with you. I was with you.
Ready for this one? I think
aware of my
I
job.
think your idea
I
was.
thought she was going for what you do at night
You think?
with the boys.
Oh, that
the
too.
boys?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Should I
would.
tell
I
this to
went.
chat now?
No, you have- sorry.
over here.
Because otherwise it could be taken in all sorts of.
Yeah, no.
Chat, if you didn't already know,
I'm so
one, Sarah
sorry.
and I are married. Two, we have 2 small kids, and 3, my professional life is actually as a pastor, not as a Twitch person. Long story short, our children went through a period of time where they were very afraid of vampires, and so we were trying to figure out how to help them sleep at night because it was obnoxious when they would come out of the bedroom 15 times every night. So I was going to go to the store and buy a bulb of garlic because I thought that would be a long-lasting, very simple way of dealing with the problem. Leave it in the room, no, issue after that. I mentioned this to a good friend of mine whose name is Christian Doyle.
It's
and
me.
Christian just looked at me like, how stupid are you? And then he said, let me get this straight. You're a pastor, you could bless and make holy water, and you're going to go with the smelliest option possible for dealing with this problem. So yes, that is actually, as Maggie just insinuated, our routine now every night for the last 2 years. Every night.
Because Chris was friends with me for 2 years.
Because you're such a good daddy.
The plus side, it's one less reason for them to come out of the bedroom now.
That's props,
They
man.
found others, though. Oofda. So what, do we have
Are we voting?
a vote?
I was gonna say.
I was hoping that,
Your idea is utterly
I was hoping that story would
We
come
gotta
in
be
voting
getting close.
Actually, I also convinced them then that if they drank the holy water, it made them safe inside, like it was some sort
Oh,
of
yeah.
magical.
And they wouldn't have to go to the bathroom.
And if they brush your teeth with
That's
it.
its own issue. But the plus side is then they would be immune to vampiric biting as well.
Well,
So
Right.
I thought this through. So,
That's brilliant.
Yes, true, Pax. They'll watch the VOD, they'll learn the truth, and they'll have to come up with something new. So
funny.
Aquamarine wins. So everyone else, you'll take a 5-point penalty to your actually potentially effective ways
I'm spending
of
a meta
dealing with
point.
the encounter.
right.
However,
All right, chat. All right, I see.
it's okay. You can still create the milk nado.
Oh no, I know.
And we can still do the milk nado.
yes.
Salt
So
blender.
there we go.
All right. Well, Crash is first.
Okay. Yep.
-5.
Kid Titan is up first.
Okay. This is probably not going to go well since I decided to use the rocket boots and chat turned on me. That's okay.
5-point, actually an 8-point penalty
What?
Why?
because it's a 3-point penalty on the attacks. plus
Oh,
the
great.
Are you
illusion.
fucking kidding me?
No. I didn't make the rules. I made the rules.
I'm just gonna pretend that says something.
You could have shot. You could totally have a shot.
I don't have a shot.
So that did not work. So Kid Titan kicks his foot up. Kid Titan yells out,
Titan.
"Rocket boots away!"
I also fail the rocket boots check, so I don't actually activate them. Sorry. Nothing good happens. I kick, nothing happens.
And his rocket boots fizzle.
Aww.
And unfortunately, because it would have been fun if he'd flown around the room.
Wouldn't it have been?
But I can read Christian's mood right now, and I don't want to pile on. So we'll move on to Lady Vale.
Molly.
He's gonna crawl in a corner and call for
And
Molly.
Lady Vale crawls into a corner.
See, the Snapchatting helped.
To the ceiling!
A corner of the ceiling, and you read a poem of love to Molly.
Molly.
Molly. But
You already said, the poem.
Say it.
I already said the poem.
I know. I want to hear it again.
Molly.
I have some Emily Dickinson poetry.
You
in
make
here.
Stop it.
You make my own clothes tighten. Will you come be with me?
So I'm so torn right now because
It's so uncomfortable.
yeah, I know.
I mean, she can't really fail at that, can she?
she really can't.
She can't, 'cause she got a crit.
What's so uncomfortable? Is it because I'm 12?
Yeah, and you want the clothes to
you're-
tighten. You want
you're
her to
functionally-
No, just because I can move clothes with my mind, and so this is just showing that she powers me too.
You
I really
so
You're literally calling
so
Molly.
you're still an adult. You're not actually 12. You're just acting like a 12-year-old. Molly shows up and puts a very nice arm around your shoulders and says, "My dear, sweet Lady Vale."
Yep.
There are
Same.
at least 3 brains in you right now.
It's hard.
Let's talk when we come back to reality.
Will you stay here and help us? Please, Molly.
In a very parental way, she sighs. Yeah, she'll hang out here for a while I try and figure out how the hell to deal with this situation.
Molly, I'm just so
Next up
fascinated
is
by
Bombshell.
I'm delaying until there is milk to make holy.
That's right. X Destiny
Yeah.
on an 8.
Oh, God. Okay.
Ooh. Make that milk.
Yeah, so that was a 7, 8, 15, so I made it by 3. Yeah.
By 3?
Yeah.
Nice. So do you do Hex Destiny? You've
Milknado.
been at this for a long time. You know what you're doing. You managed to just splurt
Yeah.
milk everywhere.
Splurt.
Well, I imagine that I myself lift into the air with my hands out and I start twirling as I do it to give it the spin.
Oh,
for
you were the milk tornado.
I'm the milk
That's
tornado,
right.
yeah. So I imagine
you do. You have. It's kind of like what's her
You're
butt
like
in
the Eye of
X-Men? Storm.
Yeah.
Is that her?
Aurora. Yeah, Storm.
Yeah, I guess so. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
it depends on
The
which.
one with the white hair.
Yes,
that's
Storm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I lift and spin while shooting milk, giving it what it needs to.
Fantastic.
Hashtag best of all times for hashtag fresh because Kid Titan is more than just rocket food.
Aww, thank you.
That's so sweet. Thank you, Chad. You do. You
Yeah.
into the air. You're kind of blasting milk out of your legs somehow, and it's propelling you into the sky, but not too far because there's this cloudy ceiling-ish part that we don't want to go above because then I have to decide what's there. And so you start spinning around, and the milk starts splashing around into this vortex of awesomeness that's now coating the room in dairy. And Riptide, you are up, or technically Bombshell if you want to go.
I will actually let Bombshell go because
Bombshell,
then
go
it
for
will
it.
be a holy
Give me your 8-point
tornado.
penalty roll.
Oh, nice.
How what?
Give me your roll with an 8-point penalty.
I beat it by 2.
Yes, you reach back into Jenica's memories of youth and
Being Lutheran?
confirmation, and you somehow manage to make all sorts of ritualistic stuff, and you bless all of the milk, which is now a...
Anathema. 2.
It's a holy,
Vampires.
it's a holy mess is what it is. Riptide.
Again, full 7 points into my special blender milkshake attack with area of effect, so they can kiss their defense goodbye. And what's the one for choosing that you could ignore targets? Just so I make sure it's narrow and not on any of them. So it'll basically be 80 points of damage if they're in the area.
Yeah.
And it's a -5.
8.
8. It's 5
Plus,
for the thing.
but I'm using my +4, so it's actually
So
going
it's
to be
a
a
-4,
-4.
Yes.
Yep. And based on your roll, we'll see how many of them you can attack.
I beat that by 15.
2?
That would be a 7. 4.
Cool.
He rolled real well.
Give me 5 odd or even checks.
I'm going to do this the super
you
risky
Have a
way.
shot on all of them right now. So
He's
we
gonna roll all
Even.
at once.
You're going to go with even.
Even.
2.
2?
3 misses, 2 hits.
Cool. You do. You manage to
My percentage is
splurt
going
this.
back to neutral now.
Well, you know what?
Splurt.
Does he splurt the milky substance?
Give me a re-roll for the other 3.
I'll do the same thing.
I'm not calling it this.
You get to
Odds.
odds. Odd.
Nice.
7, 9, 11.
As you manage to, with your powers combined, turn what would have otherwise been just kind of a blanket or a generic,
Just a regular
Milk it
milk
down.
tornado.
Holy milk
just some,
tornado.
just some regular produced milk, man, whatever. But no, you turn it into this amazing, blessed, holy cacophony of dairy awesomeness spinning around the room as it smashes through all of these.
Does the holy
shadow
milk do
creatures.
extra damage to the vampires? Because that depends on whether I stay in this building or not.
It gave them a. They got a. They're all gone. That's what happened.
They're all gone.
They're all gone. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
We're still
Okey-doke.
12. Are we still
Amount of
12?
damage is kind of moot because there's been just one kid has been doing it.
Mood. Are we still
Yes.
12 years old right now? All of us?
I think
Except
we've
for-
been 12 since we started this show. As soon as that happens and these last shadowy creatures
Arguable.
are smacked into by this thing, you all find yourselves switching back to your brain sorts itself out. So we have the petulant child, the 4 grown-ups again.
Story of my life.
And again, the ceiling, you see more shafts of light start splattering through it.
Yay!
And a few of them actually seem to be cracking open and staying now.
I wave at them.
You're waving at the light.
A few, so 3, 4-ish. Kind of like that pretty sky in the distance.
One stayed.
You had to ask.
You asked, I had to give you a number, so I rolled it. One stayed.
Well, shouldn't that at least be a +1 number then? Because
2 stayed. So it's a few. That's a couple. 3 stayed. That's my story, and I'm sticking to 4. 4 of them.
Oh.
Anyway, 3 of them, beams, light, stuff.
Yay.
Beams light
Is
stuff.
there another door?
Yeah.
Is another door.
We're going to that.
Yeah.
right through it.
And now Molly's with us, right?
Yeah, what's Molly doing?
Hi, Molly. I'm sorry. I just think you're really cool.
Is Molly gonna help? Hey, Molly, are you gonna help?
I think Molly could help.
We can stop talking to you. Oh,
Disappears back to where she was from, because I don't have to deal with her right now.
that was so nice of her to stay, though.
She's a fantastic person.
She likes me.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, so you go into this next room, and as soon as you open the door, you see another one of those kind of like stage-like situations occur. But on this one, it seems to be taking place on a city street. You see high skyscrapers. Some of them are on fire.
Oh.
And there are explosions happening off in the distance. And this towering figure, you can't quite make the shape out, is smashing its way down the street, swatting people, picking up caped figures and just ripping their heads off and throwing them
Does
down
Kid
on the
have any
ground.
memory of this?
Does this look like a chicken?
Chicken.
And it's not the chicken, and it is just laying waste to Sentinel City. You can see various regular police officers running for their lives, trying to figure out, do I engage this thing? People are firing off. There's some of them are taking up spots with AR-15s and stuff and firing off and not making any headway as they plug into it. And you've got various superheroes who are banding together, trying to make a wave attack and such, and nothing seems to be stopping this thing. And in the midst of it, you can see Blue Streak running from space to space as quickly as she can, trying to pull people out of danger, rescuing folks who have fallen. And she never engages with this thing, but she is just constantly
She's
on
just
the
saving
perimeter,
people.
running from person to person, and she just looks exhausted and terrified and defeated, frankly, that there's nothing she can do to stop this onslaught. And this goes on for almost a full minute. Then it just dissipates.
She didn't save that many that day. This is the big day. This is the day of reckoning.
But did she save as many as she could?
We all saved as many as we could.
Then she did well.
No. None of us did well that day.
This is all of her regrets.
What she had hoped it had been like.
This is on all of our lists, believe me. This is when everything changed. You know, we used to actually protect people, save the world, stop the bad guys.
We have frequently stopped bad guys.
No, we've frequently stopped hired actors with superpowers. There's a big difference.
Well, we are going to stop Dr. Migraine. He is a bad guy.
This is when it changed. I wouldn't be surprised if this was him too. Sick.
Well, is she the person running around? Is that the person we are trying to rescue?
You can recognize it as Blue Streak. You can get enough.
But is it just a memory, or is that
her
actually
memory, or is that her?
It's a memory. It dissipated as well at the end.
Yeah, but she's not being forced to relive that day over and over again.
Right.
That's what I think our question was.
And when the memory dissipates, the walls this time, I mean, they look like it's almost like a perimeter of broken skyscrapers and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, some of them more or less intact, but, you know, again, windows that don't seem to go into anything, steel and glass structure, clearly a city street laid out before you. And one of the doors in one of these buildings, though, looks different, and it looks like
Real.
you can tell you could go through it.
Should we carry on?
Yeah, let's just
do
get
it.
out of here.
We go through the door.
We go through the door and hopefully walk out of Superhero 9/11.
This is a disturbing place to be.
Yeah.
I don't like being in other people's minds.
You walk into the next room. And there's nothing there at all.
Is there another door?
No.
Is there a window?
No.
Is the ceiling that sky stuff that we could fly into?
The ceiling in this room seems to be rippling kind of oddly.
This is the exit.
Let's hope so.
She's out there.
Can I poke my head through the ripple?
You try to fly? Is that what you do?
Let me consult with my fellow superheroes. Do we think that that is what to do?
We don't know yet.
Don't know.
Either something will happen or something won't.
Would you
You
like
could
me,
always mecha-neck your head up there. And,
Would you like me to try?
I think it would at least be fun to watch.
Okay, I would like to neck my head up there.
Mech a neck.
Mecha-neck, you know.
Nice reference.
Inspector
I'm
Gadget.
with it.
Yeah, I
love
went
that
full
guy.
He-Man.
Yeah.
I don't.
Masters of the universe. Yeah, so you extend your head up, Inspector Gadget style, and or Mechanic if you prefer.
I prefer Inspector
And
Gadget,
okay,
because I know what that is.
I prefer Inspector Gadget too.
I bet you do.
Yep. And it. You're what?
Does it go up through the clouds?
Through the ripple.
That's what I was about to tell you.
I'm waiting.
As your head starts to approach and such, there is just this sudden crash. And you pause for a moment, and then the mists completely pull back.
Oh.
And the sky above is dark, with clouds forming around and such. But as opposed to being like ceiling level, now it's more up in the sky. This is completely open.
Should we fly up there?
And you can hear a sound of something lumbering in your direction.
Brace yourselves.
And do you do anything?
I'm in
Ready
swarm
my
form.
milk.
I assume you're in swarm form at all possible times. What do we have left on this puppy? Mage 12. You've got a thing. Oh, I've gotten so lost in the damn hack attacks again.
I thought the
I just got rid of one because I think that was the
12-year-olds.
The 12-year-olds.
yeah, and then
You still have
mine.
yours.
Still have yours.
I don't think there was another one.
I think chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's just still the one hack attack that needs to drop. Right, that's yours.
You guys are so awesome.
If
by
I'm
the way.
wrong,
Super hack
AK,
attack
please
game.
make sure that I know that soon. And you see as you're standing there, this colossal head of and torso. But I mean, the whole thing really.
Yeah, he's leaning over. Or she.
Oh, is that other one the giveaway one? Is that what it is? I think there's a second one that's left. It's the one we had our first giveaway hack attack.
Cool.
So I think that's what it is. Thank you, AK. I understand.
Oh,
that
so
one
somebody
is-
else, so that some random person gets to decide one.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
I understand now. And congrats to whoever got it.
Yeah,
We'll drop that one
congratulations.
on them next week.
Awesome.
But you can tell me beforehand, and then we'll drop it on them next week. You see this 60-foot tall Dr. Migraine come lumbering over and look into the room where you all are.
You are a very bad man.
His eyes are they're red, which is not his usual look.
No.
And he's got kind of an ethereal look to him and such.
Uh-huh.
And he looks down at you guys and just grins. And his teeth are just... He doesn't have sharp teeth in reality.
But in this...
like, they just look like claw, like...
Ugh.
You know?
Gross.
And he looks down at you all and raises up his fist and then just smashes it down into the room. And I need initiative checks from everybody, and I need a defensive check from everybody.
Okay. Regular defensive check. No negatives.
No penalties.
Great.
But I do need a niche from everyone.
24.
24.
36.
23.
22.
Defense check fails. Sorry.
Defense.
20.
Oh, wait. No, that's defense check passed by 2.
And I made my defense.
I did not.
I like, on a side note, that I've been GMing this long enough now that I could listen to what you were saying and write stuff down without actually processing who was saying anything. It was just like, Maggie said something, and I'm, 22 HD, da-da-da-da-da, but not really recognizing anything. So that's the first move, though, is just this fist goes down. So anyone who made the check? Most of you did.
Stormform.
I know, you'd announced it earlier. His fist, when it hits the ground, you all were ready, kind of saw what was coming on. You jump back, and so you were prepared for this.
Yeah.
And so his fist seems to go through the ground without causing any damage to it. And then he pulls it back up and just glares at you all, and then he just starts to laugh, and that's all he does. It's just like this cackly, maniacal, ha ha ha! Kind of, I don't want to do it right now.
Terrible.
Dream my
That was actually kind of scary.
Question.
terrifying.
Is he in the same ethereal, or whatever that word is, form that
Aretha Franklin?
No,
Ethereal.
ethereal. Thank you. Form that the other ones were in, or is he a solid?
Similar.
Similar. Thank you. Would you like to do a
Valid question. Good question.
I don't know. Let me think about it for a second.
Oh, sorry. Kid Titan, you're up.
Am I?
Yep.
Okay, well, I would like to find a way to stall until a meta point magically shows up.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4.
No,
I know, but I don't need 4 of them.
Oh, you need 5 of them.
He
I need
needs
5 of them.
How?
Don't give
And
it
I have to
him.
do my worst of times
Give it to me,
and
chat.
my best of times.
Yep.
And my
So if you're going to
best.
stall, then that means he gets to attack again. So this time I need another defensive check from everyone.
Okay.
I was trying to stall you, not the game. If it's that issue, I'll just do my thing.
No. You can do your. As soon as I'm just letting you delay. As soon as it comes in, you can act.
Oh, I wasn't actually delaying my action.
He was
Part of this
hoping-
means I have to go first. If a
I
meta
see.
point shows up,
While he's
Basically, either you're going to
talking.
go first, or he.
or we're gonna lose all our meta points this round either way.
Wait,
Not
wait.
necessarily. So,
I'm confused.
I think
He was stalling in hopes that
He was
chat would
hoping
give
to
us
get-
another
yeah.
meta
So,
point while we
I just
talked.
need but my big plan is to give him the biggest punch of all time. He's giant, right?
Yep.
So
Way to
you go.
stall.
Christian.
Hashtag meta point. Here you
See,
go.
and I'll be
I
doing
was
that
stalled.
by activating my secondary ability
I thought you were gonna act before I even act. So, okay, go for it.
and do something he completely doesn't expect and activate my crash boosted hack attack ability.
Okay.
Which does what now?
He gets-
A hack attack.
He's spending 5
Same
meta
as-
points
same as
to
what
do
you
a
got.
hack attack.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I mean, obviously, I want to punch him.
Yep.
Because that's what and I'm really I'm so mad at this guy for what he did to my friend.
Yep.
He's solid now.
Okay.
So I'm just,
So we don't have to do that half and half.
I just need something.
I'm gonna let him get the attack.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for what's going to happen for all
I was
of you.
trying to
I know he's going
interpret.
to do one too, so I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for the two of you to tell me. You guys are basically going to dictate the next 2 rounds, so I need you to just tell me what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
I was just trying to understand.
All
what
I'm
you're
doing
saying.
is making him solid so I can punch him.
Sounds good.
It's not fancy. I want him to be able.
Sounds
I want
good.
everybody to be able to
That's
do
awesome.
damage
So
to
you only
him.
declare. So that's going to be your one declared action for, is what you're saying.
That's my hack attack action that I'm
Awesome.
doing.
He will be solid for at least this entire round.
All right, then I
Yeah.
will punch him.
That's fantastic.
Sounds
Christian.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I will use my. I'll wait till.
Yeah. Now we'll wait till it's on your. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go for it.
And I'm gonna jump up there and try and get him. I want those
Assume,
teeth gone.
yeah,
I don't
give me-
like those big sharp teeth. They make me freak. They freak
Yeah,
me out.
yeah,
I
give
don't
us
like them
that.
at all. That's 8 months. So I beat it by.
Hashtag meta point.
Thank you, Chad.
Oh, look at you.
I beat it by 6.
Every time I tried to stall, I never got enough.
I beat it by 6, but I'm gonna use my +4 bonus and
Cool,
beat
beat it by 10?
And beat it by 10.
I'm not sure
So that's
you
going to be a
explicitly
very
said.
solid.
I want to give him all I got. Yeah,
Okay, so
I'm
you
giving him the
fly
full
up there.
Titan punch.
You smell up there. You smash into him, doing a whopping, what is it, 150 points of damage.
Yeah.
He definitely felt that. He rears back and shrieks. I mean, it's just like the roar of, the picture like of the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic Park, or I'm assuming that the Indominus, what's it called? The Rex, the new
Indominus
version?
The Indominus
I'm
Rex.
sure it shrieks at some point too. I don't know. I have kids. I don't watch movies anymore.
I think it actually just speaks in Italian.
Is that what it does?
I don't know.
Whose turn?
Oh, sorry. So you smack him. You do serious damage to it. It's actually his turn then.
And how many hit points does he have now?
He is down to 150 hit points.
So how many did he have?
He was at
300.
Oh.
So
Wow.
with that, then I need a mind check from Lady Vale.
Mind.
Mm-hmm.
I did not pass
Cool.
that.
I need a soul check from. Bombshell.
Does my mind shield do anything to help me?
Yeah, give yourself a 2-point bonus on your roll.
Then I beat it by 2.
Yes.
Congratulations. And then I need a come on.
Yeah.
This size die. There we go.
That was the.
And then I need a soul check from Riptide.
Soul check, Riptide.
No.
No? Okay. So, on his attack, he doesn't punch down this time. Instead, he just shrieks again and looks at you and just... You all feel kind of shaken by the volume of this emanating from him. Who missed the checks again? Missed. Lady Vale, on your turn, well, I'll tell you what happens on your turn. Riptide, you all are watching Riptide. He suddenly seems to blur and just vanishes.
Aw, crap.
Like, just as you had seen the ethereal ones do. Riptide, in the other world, you find yourself back in the kitchen of Molly.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
armed with a hack attack, so I'm not worried about you. But that's who the dice said went back, and you failed the check, so it happens. So that was his thing. Bombshell, your turn.
Okay. I am very upset with this inane shrieking.
Yeah.
It is upsetting my friends. Clearly, one of them just disappeared. And I did not like the maniacal laughter to begin with. So
It was a cackle.
knowing that bugs in throats are very annoying and people cough and it is upsetting, I'm going to, in my swarm form, be millions of bugs. I'm going to dive down his throat and aggravate and try to sever anything I can sever. Aggravate and destroy what I can destroy in his throat.
Give me your roll for that.
Because I'm mad at it.
I understand.
I beat it by nothing. I was right on.
I made my defensive check by 7.
Ooh.
So he manages to close his mouth at just the right moment, and all of your nanowasps smack into the mouth and bounce off and swirl around, ready for their attack on the next turn. Riptide, your turn.
No, I'm kind of looking around confused because I'm clearly back in the living room or dining room. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm not doing it.
You see everyone sitting
gonna delay?
everyone is still holding hands and in the same circle they were in before.
I'll still hold hands, but I'm going to be like, oh, weird.
And Molly opens her eyes and looks over at you and just goes, typical. Comes back to what she was doing.
Okay.
Does he go back in?
Not yet.
It's not like he could do it on his own if he wanted to.
Well, she closed her
Hex,
eyes
your turn.
again, so maybe.
You feel like she's trying to put you back in.
He just looked the smirk on him. I want to know.
He's got a hack attack. He's got
I know.
I'm not worried at all.
But the hack attack
what you
can't
do.
give him psychic powers.
Okay. I hope this doesn't upset people. I want to use my Jill of all trades. I know that I have to do my worst of times. We agreed I would do it on my next
Fire
action.
away.
I'm also going to use my Rosie buff, so I get a +5.
Okay.
I'm going to use Intimidate, which I do not have on either character sheet.
Okay.
But at least it's a real skill this time.
At least it's a real skill this time.
Blood detection.
So give me the
Which was
roll.
pretty cool.
It was really cool.
Well, she's got to tell you what she's going to
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, go for it.
So I assume that 12-year-olds can't really be intimidating, so
That's not true.
You've never seen a 12-year-old with a pair of garden shears ready to...
Well, okay.
Did not expect that. That
no
to be
means
said
no,
just then.
Kelly.
I figure a tantrum of some kind of just
Okay,
screaming
fire
and
away.
yelling.
Yes.
Which is, what does LV mean? And I want him to tell me.
Okay.
So I gotta do worst of times. Oh, thank God. Okay,
not
4 and
bad.
6 is 10, but I get my +5, so it's a 5, and I have no idea what I'm going up against because I don't have the skill. But I got a 5.
So intimidate in this case could be body, mind, or soul.
Hold it, you got the +5 from here, and you said you were going to use
So-
your Rosie buff.
Oh, yeah, so it's a 0.
Zero.
So she
Yeah,
credited.
so you're gonna be fine then.
You
It's not
beat
gonna
it by
matter.
a shitload, so he's going to tell you.
He has to tell me what LV means.
Yeah, he can't tell you right now because his mouth is shut because of her attack.
Can you
But
say it in my head? Can he? Come on.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
If only the powerful telepath could speak with
And Lady Vale, you are up next. I gotta let Lady Vale finish her.
That is my hack attack is for magical space princess Ricci of Dynamax to power through her former conduit and hit Deja Vu on his last action,
Which did 150 damage.
which did 150 damage.
So
If you're into it. Time shift! Time shift!
yes,
Beautiful!
yes.
And
I feel like
I'm
there's a
still
butt
gonna let her
coming.
other action happen first.
Well, you told me you were going to tell me what happened to me.
Yeah. See, the problem is the action that happened, and I'm trying to figure out how it works now with your hack attacks. That's why just give me a second to figure out all this
Absolutely.
stuff. The thing that happened to her was a form of confusion, where all of her attacks were going to be used on someone else. On one of her teammates. So technically, what this means is you've just made him do what he just did to you all again.
Ooh, but we didn't know
Because-
that before he said it, right? I see what
I know,
you're saying.
so that's why I'm trying to figure out right now how to
Right.
be both a nice GM and also acknowledge that there is a thing on the table that needs to happen, that needs to be resolved. But I also want to honor what you've just done because that was awesome.
Yes.
I think you can get around it, Chris, because he specifically said Kid Titan's last action.
I know. But that also means I need to at least resolve her attacks inside.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Lady Vale, if you could please... If you could please attack both Hex and Bombshell.
Attack them?
Yes, I need 3 attack rolls, please. Tell me if you succeed or not.
I am in swarm form. I am not
I'm
afraid.
aware.
I was telling my friend.
We're all aware.
Do we get defensive checks against this?
You were not expecting this at all.
So no.
I happen to fail the first one. 2 more, you say?
Yes, please.
Oh, God. I beat that one. I beat that one, too.
Cool.
But can I use my points against myself? No.
It's not going to matter.
Okay.
Like I'm not even, honestly, not even going to bother with how many points of damage it would be.
That's creepy that he can do that to us, though.
But yeah, so he looks down at you all, and that happens.
Do we take damage?
You take a modicum. It's not going to matter.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I did not know she was Canadian.
Is 58 points of damage going to kill you?
It's 58.
After the 60.
Oh no, because it was no. I didn't.
Yeah.
The other one's worked to my soul and my body.
You're in swarm form.
2.
1.
I'm gonna drop that EMP burst again next round or next action. But yeah, so that happens, and so then so here's what happens next. Riptide channeling somehow through Molly into the world that he's no longer a part of because he's been dropped back in reality.
Yeah.
He Jebediah's it.
I love it.
Jebediah hacks into the system and manages to cause a pulse of electricity and techno-babbly MacGuffin that enables Ricci Aquamarine to reach into Ricci's abilities and cause a what's it called? Deja vu on Crash. So he does. He flies back up, manages to crack this guy again.
Good job.
Square on the jaw for 150 points of damage, which is enough to dissipate it. Just as Crash's fist is about to connect, the mouth opens up and says, "LV means crack," and then it destroys into.
I got a 0 on that roll.
You did.
Chat, I would like to point out that I used your well-gifted buff to me to learn this information, and it was just taken
Oh no,
from
she
me.
didn't learn anything though.
That's my point.
And it
Just reminding you,
explodes in this
He
bright,
did that to you.
bright flash.
He did that.
Now you'll never know.
They thought
Not
it
me.
was funny.
I think we'll know eventually.
Of course they did.
We're never gonna ask about LV again. Soak in it.
And
Chrono Lash!
and as soon as the hit happens, the explosion, the light, and everything, the clouds dissipate, and the the room, the sky clears.
Yeah.
And the light is shining down.
And over in a corner that had seemed very dark at first, you see Blue Streak, actually.
Can I use 2 meta points?
Sure.
I just want to be closer to psychiatry.
And she is standing, actually. And she looks over at Crash, at Kid Titan.
Hey, want to get out of here?
And she smiles. And nods her head.
Do we go back to the regular world?
And right about then, you flash back into the kitchen of Molly. You all are still sitting there holding hands. Riptide has like the shit-eatingest grin on his face, and you have no idea why.
I want to take out one of my hairpins and say, "I'm really sorry, Blue Streak," and I'm going to poke her, and then I'm going to taste her blood to see if it matches what I tasted.
For serious?
Yes, for serious.
Hopefully she doesn't have all her powers right now, because that's going to be hard.
That's why I had to do it right away. I didn't want her to run away. I just want to see if she wrote it in her own blood.
No, it does not
Okay.
match her blood.
I did say I was sorry first.
I bandage it.
Bandages.
Where do you get the bandages?
She's made.
Stop it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't her that wrote it.
If you make a doll out of that, I'll find
I tasted
you.
it. I swallowed it. It's gone.
So Molly is. So the group of you, you let go of each other's hands. You just kind of look around at each other, and I think you're probably feeling pretty good now. You've got Blue Streak back.
Still holding.
So what?
Still holding her in my lap. She's in my lap.
She's completely lucid now and awake,
you
and
can
just
let
kind of
her
looking at
go.
you like,
I don't know. It's kind of romantic.
Butch.
She's gay.
Can I kind of like? Thanks.
Yeah.
It's still
Versus space
romantic.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Sorry.
No, I appreciate it.
I know. I know.
How are you feeling, Molly? Or
Molly.
Blue Streak?
Better.
Better?
Better.
Okay.
How do you get into your brain?
And on that, we call it good for the night. That's a good question asked. Time shift. GM escape button. And no, but thank you, everyone. That was
That was hack attack.
Man, that was insane.
That was awesome.
I gotta say, I'm really proud of you guys for how you handled all of that. I love
loved it.
that we are venturing into this whole like plot story thing beyond just making jokes and such.
It's really hard because Butch is so serious with this stuff. Like
It is.
with the.
Well, I mean,
He
the mind
is.
thing was a very serious thing.
Mine
I know. Every
is
once
a
in a while, I'm
serious
like,
thing
man,
to it.
Christian. I'm like, oh right, no, he's super serious character, super serious.
So we do have at least one more waffle we need to do tonight, and this is one.
But it's not ours.
This is one for Emily. And it's not the only waffle Emily will ever get, but wanted to throw at least one goodbye waffle for her and a thank you waffle and such. So Emma, if you could come over and can we give you a chair over with Christian and with Vanessa and Mark? Do you have the song queued up back there? Yeah.
There's a
So
song.
I really wanted.
Actually recorded something.
Well, no, I didn't record it, and I wanted to bring everyone else on this. And the next waffle that we give you will involve everyone. And I apologize, people. We were all out of town. There was a lot going on this past week, but this is at least this is a first attempt at a waffle of gratitude for the awesomeness that is you. But here's the thing: the chorus is really simple, and we can all join in on this.
Oh, good.
And the chorus is Thumpers praise the name of Emily.
Thumpers.
Thumpers praise the name of Emily. We got that.
Thumpers praise the name of Emily, and I promise you know this song, you know this tune.
Of Emily.
Okay?
Okay.
So what do you got it, Mark? We'll see if this can work. Hopefully it doesn't echo too badly. Thumpers, praise the name of Emily. Thumpers, praise the name of Emily. She's put up with Zach for 18 months. Handled all drama in positive ways, with skill and such talents lasting for days. Comedy chops and hugs galore. Nothing but love from all shall pour. Everybody! Thumpers, praise the name of Emily. Thumpers, praise the name of Emily. Thumpers, praise the name of Emily. Thumpers, praise the name of Emily.
That was so sweet.
So, thank you so much, Chad, for hanging out with us on Masters of the Metaverse. We know it's a silly show, but we appreciate you and love you guys a ton. You make our week so much more wonderful.
We do have a good time.
Yes.
And I think, we've said it several times over, but we cannot say it enough. Emily is amazing. And she has been
Amazeballs.
fantastic to work with, fantastic to play with. Excited to get to do the Scooby-Doo thing with her on Saturday.
Yes.
And
just-
always that smile.
Yes, and she has just been a ray of awesomeness, and so we will miss you dearly.
Thank you. I'm gonna
also,
miss
we
you
will
guys,
totally sucker you into coming back to play with us. From time to time.
Yeah.
So,
There is no escaping the metaverse.
Nope.
I've realized this.
well, and now for some asinine reason, your father's giving us control of DFA too. So bring you on that one too.
Yes.
Is that what we're calling it? DFA2?
DFA 2 Electric Boogaloo. DFA2
Now
Electric
this time
Boogaloo.
the animals talk.
This time with.
So when there's a dinosaur stand-in for a buffalo, then it's going to start talking to the mech pilots. as
We're
they-
always just going to pretend if it's a dinosaur figure that it's a Jenner, and then we're going to kill it.
I would just like to point out that in BattleTech there are actually giant beasts that they occasionally fight with.
Oh, wait,
mechs.
really?
Really?
Really. It's actually in a couple
cool.
of
We've
books
got little dinosaur toys at home we can
that
bring
there
in and
are
put on.
that there are giant fauna on certain planets that they just kind of deal with.
Well, it
magic
makes sense.
That
I
we
mean,
throw in as incidental terrain.
Nobody told me that.
it
We
could
will
get in
have
the way
to
of
bring
a
this
charge
in.
for
The
sure.
Liloplerodon.
Kelly knows a little bit about BattleTech.
Look,
Just a
Oh.
smidge.
Look,
Just a little.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is going to be so much fun. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to make sure you know about? If you have not checked it out, the Zombie Orpheus website has a whole bunch of fun stuff on it now, including everything, just about everything we've ever done.
Yeah.
You can check through that. If you are a Patreon subscriber to Zombie Orpheus, we will be reopening the voting process this coming week. I promise. And now I said it, so I got to remember. But that also gives you access to Zoe Prime, where you're able to stream everything that we've ever done and all sorts of fun stuff like that. And
But
if you're
you can't go
heading
right now and you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
We have got a literal crap ton of stuff on Amazon
we've
Prime
got
right
at
now.
least,
Yeah.
We've got at least the Gamers Darkness Rising is back on
And
Amazon
that one's like
Prime.
trending, so it's like a hot thing. So if you go and like click it, then it will
Yes.
stay hot.
And Journey Quest Seasons 1, 2, and soon to be 3 will also be coming to Amazon Prime soon.
And some of the other Little Gamers movies are on there too, like
Yep.
Natural One.
Yep, it's
I
a
know
little
the guy
bit
who
of
wrote
time,
that.
but we've been
He's awesome.
putting ourselves
Humans
back
and
in that.
households, also awesome. Is that one
I
on
like
there?
Humans and Households because I actually get to show up in that.
Oh, I just think that one's.
I was in both of those because
Yes, you're in everything. That's
Yeah.
why. It's,
He's in all the things.
I had to work with you to create my own show to finally get airtime. So
I'm good people to know.
I know, it's true. But
It's like Bill Murray.
also, if you didn't know about it, I know we've said it a few times, but if you're hitting Gen Con this summer, we will be there, booth 100, Zombie Orpheus
Come see
Entertainment.
us.
Please come and see us. We'll be there with Mercedes Lackey and Larry Dixon. We'll be coming by, a couple of wonderful authors, New York Times best-selling authors, who will be showing up at the booth and working with
And
us. in at
maybe
least
some
one of the
other
shows.
places.
Yes, they will also be. Well, we can say part of that because we've said it before. They'll be helping us out with one of our Gamers Live shows, and are bringing in some other folk as well. So it's going to be an amazing convention.
Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary, so this is like
is.
maybe going to be the biggest Gen Con ever.
And apparently Zach said something about this, so I'm going to say it too because I was waiting for him to
Say it.
say it, so I knew it was real. But our goal is for on August 18th, 6 p.m. Pacific time, when DFA would normally run. So DFA Season 2 ends August 11th. August 18th, our goal is to bring you a special edition of Gamers Live, the show that we do live at Gen Con. And because of logistical reasons and frankly, just a stupid amount of money that would cost. What we're going to have to do is instead of live streaming it, we're going to live edit it and then drop it on here as soon as the show is done. And then a bunch of us are going to show up in chat and hang out and talk and such. And it is a really fun show.
Yeah.
And it is the insanity that led us into developing Metaverse.
Yep.
yeah,
And for those who care about such things, our goal this year at those shows, because we usually have, well, depending on the day, anywhere from 600 to 800 to 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
Our goal is to pimp the holy hell out of, and I
Out of
mean that in a
Metaverse.
pastoral way, pimp the holy hell out of not only Metaverse, but Hyper RPG while we are there.
Yeah, that's
because that is a convention.
despite the fact that we have
format.
several other projects that are premiering at Gen Con, we're really all about pimping Metaverse right now.
and Hyper as a whole.
And who's going to be in the Gamers Live show? So
Gamers
they
Live
would know,
show,
that they would
you'll
watch.
see Christian Doyle, you'll see Maggie, you'll see myself, you'll see Sarah helping out with logistics, you'll see Steve Wolbrecht, who also plays Mac on DFA, you'll see Matt Shimkus, aka Sokolov. I almost did
You'll definitely be seeing an appearance from our favorite Gestalt entity.
Vansel is going to be in at least one of the shows.
Rice.
And so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Nathan Rice will be in it
And
too.
Nathan Rice, too, who showed up as that really awkward Op 4 in Renegades.
For the Mech Ball episode.
The Mech Ball episode, where we introduced the Sokolov Cade situation. So
We call it a situation.
in my house, I
We
call it
didn't
a
ship
situation.
them. We
I'm kidding.
situated them.
I think
Anyway,
they pretty much situated
so
themselves.
thank you all so much, and we'll see you here next week, same time, same channel, Hyper RPG, Hyperactive Interactive Community-driven Twitch channel. It is so much awesome sauce, and thank you again to Emily for just being fantastic.
And thank you for chatting the hell out of us today.
Yes.
Holy crap, Tom!
Yeah, you guys rock.
And thank you for welcoming me back.
Yes.
That was awesome.
And Vanessa too, because you both were off last week, so it's good to have
And
you guys
stick around
back.
for Indomitable.
Yes.
Stick around for Indomitable.
Indomitable.
We shall see you guys next week.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here with Dinesh, the CEO and Chief Creative Officer of